What's up, everybody? Valhalla Sports Talk is on the air. It's USA versus Mexico. USA versus Mexico today. in soccer. The second soccer game done here on the channel. We did a game for the Team USA girls a few months back, but we're back again. U.S. soccer going to get real busy in the next 10 months or so. So we hope to do a lot of that here on the channel. Let's do some shout outs. Folks in the chat, we've already got like 22 likes on the video. Tommy Monahan checked in. Alex Duran in the house. Malik Stafford fan. He's ready. This will be on CBS Sports. It's 221 on DirecTV. You don't know what it is in your local area. CBS Sports. Jaden Carranzo says, Viva Mexico. SD Gaming apparently did play-by-play of the Honduras game. Rules to the chat. Posted. Everybody behave. Anyway, USA versus Mexico in the CONCACAF Nations League Final. Nations League Final, y'all. And Valhalla Sports Talk is here for all the action. What's up, everybody? 16 soccer berserkers up in here. As we've got a I think this is kind of like the beginning of the soccer season on the international side for the different national teams. I read that it's a 10-month journey here where they're going to get real busy real quick. Who else we got in here? Darkness checks in. Dark Energy, Mexico for life, he says. Brett Simmons, what's up, Brett? Malik Stafford fan, go at USA. Arrowhan Ariel, USA. Malik Stafford again. We're not a soccer country at all. Well, we better get there. Salvador Chavez, up in here. What's up, buddy? Darkness says, interesting. Valhalla doing soccer. We do it all here, buddy. We do it all. We try to do a little bit of it all, you know. I try to do the games for the teams that I root for in the different sports. And Team USA is definitely one of the teams I root for. So soccer, we do hockey here on the channel for Team USA. And we'll be getting busy during the Olympics this summer, hopefully. But it'll be interesting. This game here, Mexico versus USA in this CONCACAF final, difficult game for the USA. They've lost 6 out of 7 finals in this tournament. So looking to turn the tide. So hope you guys have a good time. I think I've got a good show planned. Obviously, our graphics department, a.k.a. me, has been hard on the case. So hopefully you guys enjoy what I have planned for you today. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Give the video a big old thumbs up. And turn on bell notifications so you know when we go online. This game is taking place in Denver, Colorado. Anticipated crowd of about 40,000 in the stands. Not full capacity, but about 40,000 is what they're anticipating. And a lot of them will be rooting for Team Mexico, is what they're saying. They're saying that likely the crowd will be very pro-Mexico, and it will take the Team USA fans some work to drown out their cheers. But I'm looking forward to this, something totally different here on the channel. Like I mentioned, we've done one soccer game prior, a Team USA match with the ladies, and it was fun. I really enjoy their games. Unfortunately, I also know their players a lot better than I know the U.S. players. So I've got a little trusty little cheat sheet here, and hopefully I can keep up with the play-by-play. My anticipation is that I'll be letting the game audio play quite a bit, and I'll be watching just like you guys are and gals are this game today. The QC up in here says, what's up with you, QC? A little USA versus Mexico soccer here on the channel today. Trying a little something different. And if the early reviews mean anything, 22 likes before the game even started, before I even went online, we might have a decent crowd in here. You never know. It all depends on what YouTube does. If they promote me to the top there, no matter what I did, I could not get this to show up at the top of the YouTube rankings. So I don't know. Maybe maybe it's not meant to be. But we're going to have fun with it anyway. Like I said, I got a good graphics package set up here. And it looks like we're going to have a good group in the chat to help me through this all. But watch party, that's what it is. It's a watch party. And hopefully we have some fun here, y'all. Hopefully we have some fun. Hopefully we shock some folks and they're like, damn, maybe we should have done that game. Fap says, soccer, what the hell is that? I hate soccer, but I love Valhalla, so what the heck, I'm in. What's up, Fap? Rough couple days for the Dodgers there, Fap. Rough couple days. I did watch all those games. I didn't stream any of them because they were earlier games and it was just difficult to do so. Viking Jerome up in the house says, go Mexico. Darkness says, if you're from Denver, you're always high because it's the Mile High City. Well, there you go. So altitude will be an issue today. Real quickly, game time in this match is supposed to start at 6:30 my time, y'all. It's 6:08, so we're about a little over 20 minutes away from the beginning of the game. So the first thing I like to do, like I always do, is I like to roll the rules to the chat across your screen, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Big play sleigh up in here. Welcome to Valhalla Sports Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Due to copyright restrictions, the game cannot and will not be shown here on the video. We do, however, provide game audio on the channel. If you want your message to stand out from the crowd, Super Chat and Super Stickers are available. You can also join the member squad. No trolls, no racism, no hate speech, no politics. Just have fun, y'all. Have fun, respect my moderators, or just leave. That's pretty simple. And thank you to all you folks that wear those blue wrenches on the channel. I appreciate your assistance. Mladen Ivan Zalar, Mexico fans, go somewhere else. No, whatever. That's the type of stuff we won't have in the chat there, Maiden. Everybody's welcome to the game, and we're both all going to root on our teams. And may the best team win. Oh, the U.S. has a chance there, SD Gaming. They have a chance. Everybody always talking about definites in the sports world. Like everything is etched in stone when none of it is. Brent Simmons says, go Pulisic, score a goal. QC hyping Mexico today. He's rooting for Mexico. Vamos Uriel Antuna, says SD Gaming. Mr. 626 up in here. Hello, Wrenches. What's up, Valhalla? What's up, buddy? Vamos Lozano, says SD Gaming. So a lot of vamos in this stream today, I'm sure. A lot of vamos in. But really quickly, we always like to roll a little video to tell you why we do what we do here on Valhalla Sports Talk. It's for those folks that work the evening shift, work the weekends. It's so that they can keep up on their teams. It's why we do it. Here's the video. Zach Steffen, the goalkeeper for USA, and Guillermo Ochoa, the legend for Mexico. They'll be minding the nets tonight on the channel. But looking forward to this one. 15 berserkers up in here. The QC says, my soccer career consisted of elementary school recess play. I played a little bit more. You were probably a pretty good soccer player, though. We call him Mimo Ochoa. Well, you call him whatever you want to call him. Hector Herrera for Team Mexico as well. Weston McKinney, number 8. So I'll be learning these players with you. The Team USA has changed quite a bit in the last 2 years or so. Darkness says, I slightly like soccer, but I'm going to get more into it in 2023. RGR football fan checks in and says, good afternoon, go Mexico. A lot of Mexico fans in the chat. Yeah, the Cards had a tough time against the Dodgers there, Brett. But the Braves sure showed them what was up this weekend. Irving Lozano, the forward for Team Mexico. Josh Sargent, number 9 for the United States. 15 caps, 5 goals as we go through this pregame. Big Play Slay says, I only know Ronaldo and Messi. That's it. Well, I know a couple more, but I'm pretty close with you there. Pretty close with you, Big Play Slay. But like I said, we'll watch it together today. We'll watch it together. And I'll keep quiet during a lot of the game time moments so that you folks can hear the telecast on the television. QC says Ronaldo is Argentina, right? I believe so. Fap says, who's the team mom to make sure our guys get wine coolers and oranges at halftime? That is the question. I want to know that too. Yep, Messi's Barcelona. Spaniard. Jorge Gomez says, hey, what's up? What's up, buddy? Big Play Slay knows Neymar as well. I don't have any idea what Messi's doing. That would be a pretty big coup for MLS if they got him. That would be a pretty big get if they got him. Struggling to stay above 10 berserkers in the chat. It could be a lonely night. It could be a lonely night. It's jumping back and forth. QC's been to Barcelona and seen their stadium. Let's go to this alternate screen here. We're still sitting at about 15 minutes before game time in this one. In case you didn't know, to get to this game, both teams played semifinal matchups. The U.S. won theirs 1-0 to advance, and Mexico won theirs on penalty kicks. But Mexico apparently the team that dominates this tournament on the reg. So we'll see. Let's go to this alternative screen here and see if I've got the stat screen up properly. This will be playing. Let's take a look at the leading scores for these two teams. Jay Morris leads the U.S. with 3 goals and assist. Jimenez leads Mexico with 2 goals and an assist. Team stats, goals against. The Mexico has given no goals against in this tournament. USA has given up 3. Team leaders for these various teams on your screen there. Morris, 3 goals, 4 shots on goal. Boyd, 1 assist. Cannon, clean sheet. What is clean sheet, y'all? Someone educate me there. Jimenez leads Mexico with 2 goals. 4 shots on goal. Alvarado, 2 assists. And Pineda has a clean sheet. Jorge Gomez says, may the best one win tonight. I don't have a live stream link, Ray. I don't have a stream link. All I know it's on CBS Sports on DirecTV, 221. No live stream to it. $20 berserkers up in here as we get about 15 minutes away from game time. We'll put a little music in the background there. So in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, in the chat, let's get your predictions for tonight's contest. Hashtag who's going to win it and the score. There are no betting odds on this game, otherwise I would give them to you. No betting odds that I was able to find. SD Gamer predicts Mexico 3-2. I'm going to put mine in the chat as well. My prediction is hashtag USA 2-1. Malik Stafford fan, USA 1-0. Nicole Rodriguez 2-1 Mexico. Cheps Mod Squad for Life tie game. QC predicts Mexico 4-2. Malik Stafford fan 5K. Yes sir, Valhalla. There we go. There's my prediction. Brett Simmons, USA 2-1. So Brett and I are in the same camp. Bap says USA 21, Mexico 7. Damn. We would get some viewers if they did that. RGR Football predicts nobody 1-1. It'd be a tie contest. Sergio says USA 2, Mexico 1. Matthew Knoll, USA 2. Live the dream. I believe that we will win. Can't end in a tie, says SD Gaming. "24 Berserkers up in here as we approach game time in tonight's contest. Let's listen in here, and you guys tell me if you can hear the audio okay. Let's listen in here for a minute during the pregame here, and you tell me if we got the audio set right. Okay, can you hear the game announcers as well as me?
I think the big thing with the Mexican front three is they're so dynamic in their runs. Like, you never know what they're going to do. They're always on the move. That's why Chucky Lozano is so effective, because he never stops moving.
Brett says it seems fine.
He's in the middle, he's on wide, he's coming down, he's going up. So the U.S. defense, even though it's a 5-back line, they have to be really attentive to not to concede a goal.
Do you think they're going to rotate positions? Or you think Chucky's going to stay more centrally? You think that's going to be as effective for him to be in that position?
There was some discussion about whether or not the U.S. would change their setup going into the game here. Looks like U.S. going with a 4-3-3 setup. Mexico going with a 3-4-3. Starters for the U.S. Starters for the U.S. Zach Steffen, number 1. John Brooks will be out there. McKenzie will be out there. Yadin, Denst, Ream, Acosta, McKinney, Sargent, Christian Pulisic, and Reyna for the U.S. starting today. Again, a 4-3-3 setup. For Mexico, Guillermo Ochoa, Alvarez, Moreno, Arayu, Rodriguez, Herrera, Galidro, Rodriguez, Antuna, Lozano, and Corona will be the starters. Hey, what's up, Bobby? What's up, Bobby in the house? Thap says, Jeff, your hat is looking sharp. I want one of those. Fanatics, dude. Fanatics. It was on clearance. But thank you. Thank you. Brett Simmons says, howdy, bean fella. Welcome, Bobby. Por la Raza, Mexico, says the QC. Alex Greeton 626 in the chat as we are sitting approximately 10 minutes away from the start here. The fans in the stands in Denver doing the wave, ladies and gentlemen. Doing the wave again for the semifinal the other night. There were 30,000 in the stands, and they expected it would probably get closer to the 40,000 number, which is max for this stadium. They're showing $14.50 to kick off in this matchup tonight. All right, so I'm going to try real quick while we're waiting to start here. I'm going to go to this alternate screen, and I'm going to get this set up real quick. Really quickly. Because it looks like this is about the extent of the information we will get from the various sites here. Okay, we need to go higher than this. Go about right here. But again, kind of a work in progress here on the channel. All that's going to give us is playing time. That ain't going to be enough information to be useful. This is what we're looking for down here. All right, we'll come back to that during the off time. But this is our main screen that will stay on for the most part. I'm not sure who the captain is. Someone in the chat want to check that out? Nate the Great says Honduras won 3rd place. Let's go. Jeff Cran is back, says hi from Italy. Julian Cruz hyped up about Mexico too. All right, let's listen in here. Make some noise. Julian predicts Mexico 7-2, giving the U.S. no respect.
That's what this team is after. We want to change the way the world views U.S. soccer.
There is no greater rivalry in the CONCACAF. A running battle for football supremacy between neighbors Mexico and the United States.
The truth is, these neighbors can't seem to avoid each other. And on this stage, they simply don't have a choice.
Yeah, they've won 6 out of 7, Alex. 6 out of 7 CONCACAF final games. Mexico has won.
It's a rivalry forged by high stakes, controversy, and moments that spill far beyond the white lines. In this game, history is just prologue. Bragging rights are never more than 90 minutes away. Every player and fan knows it.
What do you mean, why is there a delay, Nate? There's always a delay on YouTube, a little bit of one.
This is USA versus Mexico.
This is what I miss most about the game. Big games, being on the field, playing in this environment. That's what I miss the most. All the other stuff, I don't miss too much.
The electricity of the
No, there's no delay. It was set to start at the half-hour mark. Nate, it was set to start at the half-hour mark, buddy.
I miss playing with you. I miss playing with Charlie. I miss playing with my boys. I miss being
They listed the start time as 6 my time, but it was all along it was supposed to start at the half-hour.
I can't wait for US to come out victorious today. I know Janelle's staring at me. She's looking at me cross-eyed, but
All right, they're bringing out the trophy for this tournament, the finals trophy.
I'm scared. Look at him. Look at him scared.
What's the over-under on he does a stanky leg or not?
It's not great.
Definitely not.
I tell you what, I would love it if you just tripped. That would make my day. But let's.
Wow, you're evil.
Hey, I'm loving the CONCACAF scarf he has on.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Nice work, Charlie.
Look at him smiling.
Alongside of Stacky leg is never gonna happen. I'm saying it's never
He's
gonna
so
happen.
scared right now. He's so scared.
Salvador Chavez says, my time is the game.
Come on, Charlie. You
Look at him.
It's all the trophies ever held.
Oh, I'm gonna tell him to sit down. I'm gonna tell him to sit
6:36 p.m. kickoff, says SD Gaming.
This is it. This is it.
down.
He's a realist.
Eat your words.
Oh, wow, wait. Okay, I love that. Props to
All
Charlie.
right, whoever's using my name in the chat, it was nice knowing you.
I wonder what he was thinking.
They thought he was injured or something.
Oh man, listen, the crowd are massively hyped for that. I think when we remember back to the U.S. Honduras game, the U.S. was almost taken aback by how quickly Honduras came out, right? Sorry, it made me jump. There's going to be
4-1 Mexico, says Viking Jerome.
You're going to come out firing, I think Mexico's going
34 likes on the video. If you're new, hit that like.
The reason Chucky's playing
Like is what gets this channel out into the search engine. So that's really important.
I think they're playing against a very inexperienced U.S. team, and how many of the U.S. players have actually played in a match this big? I think we can all agree that you cannot simulate the pressure of playing in such a
Exactly. I don't play FAP.
Sure, I mean,
I don't play.
Their formation is for offensive minded. You know, there's no way that
I don't play. I don't get into that troll business.
So many of these pro-Mexican
At
fans,
home, you
right?
can say
This
it.
is not at
You
home.
can say it.
I will come across this desk and choke you. They are not at home.
Wow.
We are in America.
Hold up.
There we go.
Here we go.
I think the game is going to be close. Now,
Are you gonna?
but I think the U.S. is going to win 1-0.
Dempsey predicts the U.S. will win 1-0. Dempsey, a former U.S. soccer great.
You get to the first half, if you can get a goal, obviously that will be great. But I think as the game goes on, and you saw Mexico versus Costa Rica, I think it starts to balance out a little bit more with them being tired. And I think U.S. will take advantage.
By the way, I didn't mean I was going to come across.
Yeah. See, now he feels bad. Now he feels bad.
I do feel bad.
No, but for anybody who was not watching on Thursday, these are the glasses that you put on that you said helped
They're
see.
magic.
Helped you see into the future. And you predicted the score
And
correctly.
I also had some glasses when we went fishing, and I knew what we were getting into, and I predicted we weren't going to catch a fish, and we did it. So
Have you got anything else for anyone else?
Viking Jerome says Jeff needs a Viva Mexico cap. Nah, that ain't who I rip, dog.
I actually wasn't able to hear you guys here in Mexico.
oh, here we go.
0-0. USA wins in overtime.
0-0 is this guy's prediction. USA wins it in OT as the teams take the field.
UMO. Go on.
She's tough. That's not going to happen, though, so it's okay. It's okay. I have the box of tissues for you.
Teams stepping onto the field through smoke.
Watching the players take to the pitch. Now, what's this moment like when you're walking out? Is it adrenaline? Is it nerves? What's happening?
It's all the above. I mean, there's nothing like
Looks like USA will be wearing white
How many times you play, you're
white
always
jerseys
nervous,
with
in front of your
blue
fans, your
shorts.
family, what you represent. So you're excited, you're nervous, you're scared.
Hey, Valhalla holla.
These emotions and more.
Valhalla holla to Brett Simmons for that $5 super chat. Says, haven't been around lately, but I've been trying. Wanted to be here for Dodgers card series. That's all right, Brett. Just whenever you can make it, buddy. Whenever you can make it. We'll get back to the Dodgers games next week, buddy.
Soccer player. That's what it was for me. So I know these guys are excited. Control
But Valhalla holla to you, sir, for that chat, for that super chat.
because sometimes you need a little bit of
The
lift
field
and,
in Denver encrusted with the Team USA and Team Mexico logos.
The national anthems.
All right, I'm going to go off screen for the national anthem, y'all. All right, next the national anthem of the United States of America.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the national anthem of the United States of America. Damas y caballeros, les pedimos permanecer de pie para el himno nacional de los Estados Unidos de América.
but the anthem always gets me. How do I get me some citizenship? That's what I want to know.
All right, the American Outlaws well represented in the crowd there in Denver at Mile High Stadium. But real quickly, before this thing kicks off, keep the chat civil, y'all. Thank you so much for joining us here on Valhalla Sports Talk. Something a little different tonight. The CONCACAF Nations League Final, USA versus Mexico, for a big trophy and bragging rights. Announcers on the TV, I missed their names, I apologize.
And ultimately, this is the last test for these guys before World Cup qualifying. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do today and a big pressure moment for them.
Well, you see the banner on the pitch. It says the dream is now. It's almost the perfect caption for this.
All right, starting lineups. Goalkeeper for the U.S., Stefan. Dest, Brooks, Reyna, McKinney, Yedlin are the back line. Midline, McKinney and Acosta. And up front, we got Pulisic, Sargent, and Reyna.
And DeAndre Yedlin back in the starting lineup for the U.S.
I think Yedlin comes in to provide some experience. He's played in the World Cup. He also has the ability to get forward. Dest has a little bit more freedom, man. A little bit more license to get into that attacking third, create a little bit more, knowing that there's three protecting in
yeah, that's a good crowd, Brent. It was nice to have folks back in the stands, buddy.
Being able to read the game and time his runs, that's where he has the biggest threat.
Alex says they're playing at my Broncos home. Woohoo! All right, Mexico starting lineups. Gallardo, Moreno, Arayu, Rodriguez. On the back line, Herrera, Alvarez, Rodriguez. Midline, Corona, Lozano, Atuna. Ochoa, of course, the goaltender. So again, Ochoa, Gallardo, Moreno. Oh, Fap, Valhalla, holla. To Fap for that $10 super chat. Says, give General 4 a biscuit on me. I will do, my friend, I will do. All right, U.S. huddling up one last time before they get this match underway. But Valhalla, holla to you, Fap. I appreciate you, sir. I appreciate you for that $10 super chat. We got it corrected on the bottom there now where it kind of keeps track of this stuff.
It will be the U.S. to kick things off, moving from left to right on your screen.
It doesn't appear to track things in real time. Subscriber count 5248 is my count. All right, here we go. Ball one by U.S. Sent on the far side and out of bounds for a goal kick. All right, let's bring this thing in. Hopefully I can remember all this stuff I'm supposed to be doing here, y'all. All right, U.S. kicks it out of their zone, gets it about to midfield before it's head back into the U.S. zone. And we have a throw in. A throw in for the U.S. All right, Mexico turns, attacks quickly, crosses midfield, but they're thwarted by the U.S. Here comes Corona on the near side, runs into the USD. Stolen by Corona, in, score! A quick score by Mexico there, quick score by Mexico. Corona gets it on the left side and walks in and puts one high on the U.S. goaltender for the first goal. Horrible giveaway there by the U.S. But quickly, 1-0 Mexico.
And he buries that, gives Zach Seven no chance, keeps it near post and high. What an introduction to the lineup for the Mexican, and what a start. A minute into this game, and the U.S. find themselves 1-0 down.
So less than a minute, just over a minute in, Corona, a goal at the 2-minute mark.
Two of those with Mexico, the two most recent, one with Argentina and a couple with Paraguay. His teams have outscored the U.S. 12-1, and the Americans have never led against Tata Martino's men were very early on. They trailed in Denver.
Okay, the Americans trying to reset. They send it back to their goaltender, who surveys the field before booting it well over midfield. Whistle. Moreno, I think, was fouled there. Wow, big turnover there.
And take it to Moreno. He makes no mistake with the finish. You see the reaction from Tata Martino on the sideline. This is a dream start for this Mexican side in this final.
Alex says the best is yet to come. QC said that was fast. All right, free kick for Mexico here. They started out.
1 minute, 11 seconds in.
There's literally nothing on the stats page, so I've got no reason to go to the alternate view here. There's no kind of information they're putting out on the match, other than the score, which I've obviously got on the screen.
The only Mexico player to find the back of the net.
Not likely big play Slay. All right, U.S. fighting for it here at the near side, right about midfield, and it's going to be throw-in for the U.S.
Mexico, their first CONCACAF Classico, and that includes Mark McKenzie.
Here we go. U.S. got something working on the right side here. Number 9 in the goal, shoots, saved by the goalie of Mexico. Headed for the corner here. Mexico with the ball on the near side, and they send it out of danger to midfield. Headed back in by the U.S. Then Mexico heads it back the other direction. Back and forth it goes. Another little turnover here, but a bad pass sends Mexico on the far side. Mexico resetting in their own end. 4:16, clock running in this match. Mexico leads it early, 1-0, on a goal before the second minute by Mexico.
They struggled a bit in transition. Mexico, a team that could cause you problems, complicate you in both of those phases of the game. Is that why you think the changing system came from Toronto?
I think it's a few different things. Knowing that they have
Mexico trying to break on the far side there. Sent to the U.S. goalie by one of his defenders, and it's kicked all the way to the other end and out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in. It'll be a throw-in by Mexico.
John Sargent getting into the box, just losing his footing right before he's going to strike the ball.
What are you laughing at, Alex?
Throws him off just slightly, but
Viking Jerome scored. Mexico scored faster than Garvey ever did.
I think having McKenzie in that position next to Kellen Acosta, double pivot there.
Tell me if the audio is okay, folks, because I know my play-by-play sucks for soccer.
The game and get forward and still have that support in front of the back three.
Here's Gio Reyna. Worth noting that for the moment, it may be as a reaction.
All right, U.S. trying to get it going here now. They're still on the far side, about midfield, and it comes back to their defense. I got to move this ball back and forth too. All right, here we go. A little break on the near side here by number 8. Tries the center, and it's blocked out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the U.S.
It's a rivalry that goes back several lifetimes.
Yeldon to throw it in.
The team the U.S. have played the most of any national team now. The 71st meeting in the 8th in a final.
Fat ass, we're doing Garvey jokes again. All right, out of bounds. Mexico going to get to kick it. Their goalie will be kicking it.
Let's check in with another member of our broadcast crew, Nico Cantores, pitch side. Nico, how did you see it?
Yeah, it's something that Greg Berhalter, who you're seeing on your screen right now, is not going to be too happy about. I asked him if you can outwit Mexico's experience, and he said, no, you can't. You got to outwork them. You got to outmaneuver them. He pointed out that their
man, a lot of the air let out of the stadium with that early goal.
In a big game like this, he's definitely
at least on the U.S. side. It's very quiet there right now. They volley it back and forth at midfield before it's sent back to the Mexico goalie, Ochoa. Ochoa kicks it to the near side here, finds one of his players, number 23, and we got a whistle. Uh-oh, referee running in here. Think someone's about to get carded up. It's a big warning for 22 of the U.S.
Take a look here.
He warns number 22 of the U.S. We'll have none of that.
Making his presence known in this game early on, DeAndre Yedlin.
7:42 clock running. Mexico starts it back off again and sends it back to Ochoa.
His first meeting against the United States is Celtic.
Ochoa boots it down into this end here. U.S. gets it, heads it back. Mexico heads it the other direction. A turn and a pass to the near side here. 17 surveys looking for the cross. Gives it up to 23, and it's out of bounds. It should be a corner kick for the U.S.
Mexico have had plenty of success against the U.S. in these title games. They've won 6 of the 7, including the 2015 one-off Confederation Cup.
No, U.S. brought it in. My bad. I was on the wrong side of the field. All right, out of bounds. Pulisic on the field, of course. Yellowman says winner of the match gets Texas. That's what I heard. 31 Berserkers up in here.
Josh Sargent's actually dropping in to pick up Edson Alvarez a lot of times there.
Uh-oh, another whistle. And we're going to have our first yellow card issued. Brooks issued a yellow card on the play for the U.S., number 6.
That earlier intervention, and Brooks, after 10 minutes, picks up the game's first yellow. Well, there's been so much said about the importance of the mental aspect of the game and a match of this magnitude for a team as young as the United States. The average
Don Lovato in the chat. What's up, Don?
6 days is the youngest ever in a final for the Americans.
All right, ball turned over. Here comes the U.S. back to Mexico. They dump it in on the near side.
Well, this is going to be a real
and it'll be throw-in by the U.S.
How do they respond to this level of adversity to go down?
Throw-in by the U.S. on the near side here.
Rivals, knowing that there's a trophy on the line.
The U.S. goaltender ends up with it.
This will just add to the test that's in front of
Boots it over here to 15 on the near side. And they start moving forward. Pulisic. Actually, Gallardo on the near side here. And Ochoa boots it out of his own end.
Sent back by Brooks. McKinney. Now McKenzie. Still trying to link up with Dest.
Come on, U.S. What are we doing? Throw in by Mexico. An attempted crosser blocked out of bounds, and Mexico will throw it in from the far side. Mexico traveling from right to left on your TV screen, wearing their black, and I think that's pink, uniforms. U.S. wearing their white jerseys, blue shorts.
Herrera was even better. But that's what he brings to this midfield, Herrera, that quality. Playing at a big club like Atletico Madrid, but he's shown over the years how important he is to this Mexican side.
All right, ball booted, open player down here. And he loses the race trying to beat it to the goaltender for the U.S. That was, I'm not sure who that was. The Hearn family and trucking vlog says good video, appreciate it.
How dynamic of a player he is, playing on the back shoulder of the
No, yeah, right, Fat. Right, buddy. I'm struggling here, but I'm having fun. I'm doing damn. U.S. trying to get out of their own end. And they finally just booted out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in by the U.S. on the near, or by the Mexico on the near side at about midfield.
Committed to high pressing them. They're showing their own commitment to trying to play out of the back in the
thrown in. Put it down near side here. Mexico trying to get something set. They're looking for a centering pass. They've got forwards, and they decide to back it all the way out and back to Ochoa on the other end. I saw that, Yellowman. I saw you guys getting in trouble on Pete's stream last night. I saw that. RM checks in. What's up, RM? Johnny G says the U.S. needs to wake up. I agree with Johnny G. Turnover again. They just can't seem to put 3 passes together, and we've got a U.S. player tripped up on this side. And it's going to be a kick for the U.S. They'll have possession. He kind of just tripped over old dude. Yellowman says it wasn't me. All right, comes all the way back to the U.S. end. It's 13:25 into the match. Mexico 1, USA 0. Again, I'm not using the stats page, y'all, because there's really no information put out other than when someone gets a card or... There's just not much play-by-play that's put up on there. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, there's just not much there, y'all.
Keeping these tactical changes close to his chest. Obviously, surprise for us, but obviously not a surprise that he has had an impact.
Mexico content with letting clock run here as they're in their own end, just passing it back and forth. They finally take it to midfield on the near side here. U.S. decides to pressure, and then Mexico kicks it back to their own end again. Mattyman checks in. What's up, buddy? Yeah, they do look pretty fast. And we can't seem to connect 3 passes in a row. All right, this ball's taken by the U.S. just outside the box. And I think there's a handball here. No, offsides is the call. I didn't do an offsides graphic, y'all.
There was a sense that without Raul Jimenez, suffered a series.
RM says another Poncho rooting for the motherland.
Who started quite well in MLS this season. Mexico weren't all that thrilled with either of their center forward options. Rigo came off the bench.
All right, a battle for the ball on the far side there. And apparently the referee didn't think that that was the U.S.'s, so they're going to let Mexico have it. Said he fouled him coming in there.
Yeah, I don't know who was talking about them not having firepower, because when I looked at that roster, although I agree with you, Raul Jimenez, big loss. Chicharito down the roster, big loss. But when you have guys like Chucky Lozano, when you have Tecatito Corona, when you have Uriel Antuna on that right-hand side, there's still goals. There's goals in this team. There's goals in this team through midfield as well. Guys like Herrera, while I was on the bench, Charlie Rodriguez getting the start today. See what kind of impact he can make.
All right, Mexico again setting up their offense in their own end, and they finally try to cross midfield, and quickly the U.S. gets it back and sends it back to their goaltender.
Or when they high press in these moments and turn the ball over higher up the pitch, they have the pace, they have the confidence to go direct to goal.
Far side, U.S. kicks it to midfield here. A battle of headers ends up with the Mexico sending it back to the U.S. side, and they volley back and forth. A long pass by the U.S. into the box is taken over by Mexico.
Second minute, 1-0 lead for Italy.
Come on, guys.
Over a quarter of an hour gone. The U.S. did respond.
All right, here we go. We got something working here.
Now Sargent tried to lay it off Arena.
Now Mexico looking to counter.
Space for Chucky Lozano in a foot race.
Lozano on the far side there has some room. He's looking to cross. Gets in the box. Crosses. Intercepted by the U.S. and they try to go the other direction. Best.
Pulisic tripped up by Checo Rodriguez.
Pulisic goes down to the ground. I think it'll be a throw-in for the U.S.
They'll give it as a throw for Mexico.
Now they're saying a throw for Mexico. Yep, Mexico throw in. And it's sent back into the box.
Both these sides playing with some consistency of late. We've heard Berhalter talk about that mimicking of a World Cup qualifying schedule with the upcoming 3-game windows.
Long pass here. They got someone open on the left. Is he offsides? No, he is not. Crosser. And stolen out of the air by the U.S. goaltender. And he throws it forward, and the U.S. attacking on the far side. All right, we got to break him. Let's go, baby. Right now. Crosser, stolen by Mexico. Come on, Reyna. Pulisic tries a kick, hits a dude in the face. Get it, boy. Get it. Let's go. Let's go. Reyna, crosser. Nobody home. McKinney, Rosado battling. It's going to be Mexico ball going the other way. What's up? It's all right.
Take a look at that last chance by Corona. Plays the ball across. Zach Steppen does well to rise high, and then he starts his counterattack there.
What are you laughing at, Alex? am I screwing it up royally, dude?
Over the U.S. Day, third game in 8 days. All 3 have been at altitude. That friendly against Switzerland, the semifinal.
Hey, Roger Ware Inc., welcome to the Berserkers. General Thorwood proud. Mexico breaking on the far side. A crosser intercepted by 6 of the U.S. Twice in the last few minutes, Mexico has had excellent crossers into the box. Just haven't found anybody home. Intercepted by the U.S. at midfield.
McKinney laying it off for Sargent. McKinney, lovely combination here from the U.S.
Come on, Pulisic. Pulisic down in the box. They're saying Mexico. Ball for Mexico.
That's another. Taking a look at that last chance there. Good positioning by John Brooks. And when we're able to
gotcha.
get in behind Tim Ream. And then on the transition play here, Mark McKenzie stepped out of that line, broke up the play.
Come on, U.S. Damn it. 19. We're 20 minutes into this match. Mexico 1, USA 0. Fouls are 6-1. USA's winning that. 6 fouls to 1. A hard tackle on the far side there. U.S. breaking into the box. Bad pass. Son of a bitch. Come on, boys. All right, Mexico breaking out on the near side here. And the U.S. player just kicks it about 60 rows up into the stands. Throw in for Mexico.
So the hard challenge coming in there through the back of Corona. You heard the Mexican fans; they were up in roar. They wanted a foul there, and that chance, that tackle, actually led to that chance in the box of the U.S.
And when they score first,
yeah, what did It's All Right do?
Against the U.S., they won 28 of 34 when taking the lead. Just 1 loss, 5 draws. The 1 loss was the only time that the Stars and Stripes have won a final against El Tri. That was that 2007 Gold Cup final.
All right, U.S. goaltender with the ball, and he rolls it out to the near side here.
In which 20-year-old Andres Guardado scored first for Mexico with Landon Donnerman and Benny Feilhaber. That's a victory for the U.S.
Out of bounds again, throw in for the U.S. on the near side, and they get it started from their own end. Costa settles it back into the U.S. zones, and they give it up to the U.S. goaltender. Long pass on the near side here, nobody home.
Hector Moreno.
Long pass.
Long this time it's a run by Herrera down the middle, trying to lay it off. Chiqui Lozano.
Lozano over to the side of the box. Mexico got something working again. And the U.S. knocks it out of bounds, but it'll be a corner kick for Mexico.
So often the very first
Corner kick for Mexico.
Is that long ball to whomever is in that
From the near side here.
Chiqui Lozano does really well to show a little bit of composure to allow the play to develop. He finds that tune on that backside. He maybe probably should shoot from that distance, but tries to clip it to the back post. DeAndre Yedlin puts it out for a corner kick.
All right, kicked in to the near side. A crosser. Header, score, Mexico.
It's Mexico 2, the U.S. 0.
2-0, y'all. Come on, man. Show up one of these times. Son of a bitch. What's up, Jennifer?
Kellen Acosta in front of Weston McKinney, and no one reacts. Everyone's caught ball watching. There might be a question of offsides there. It's a really well whipped in ball there by Hector Herrera, and you see there.
Header to the lower right-hand corner of the net. And Stefan can do nothing about it.
Well, the celebration from Tata Martino, who is unbeaten in CONCACAF play. This will get reviewed. The VAR official tonight is the Canadian Drew Fisher.
What am I missing here with that?
The head official, John Beatty, will come over to the pitch side monitor to have a look himself. And you picked it out, the potential offside.
Fap, if you can't handle the wrench, bro, if you can't handle it, I'm just going to take it away from you.
Nipped in there, you see that just behind.
Did you ban him or did you time him out? If you can't handle it, I'm just going to take it away from you.
And the line of the 6-yard box actually makes for a very good reference point there.
Yeah, from what we're seeing in this review here, you see Moreno, you see the right foot there.
38 up in here. Johnny says they were offsides.
He's taking a couple of looks, but I think that this one, from the images that we're seeing, it looks as though this one is just offsides.
All right, here comes the official call.
Well, PT has seated off, and it will be an offside as the U.S. catch a break.
Offsides. We're taking that one off the board.
Mentioned this, the first senior men's competition for CONCACAF that has VAR.
Good call there, Johnny.
You hear the mixed reaction from the crowds. I love this. You feel some of the U.S. energy. You hear the Mexicans' dissatisfaction with the call. This is what a final's all about.
All right, U.S. going to kick it off here from their own goaltender. They bring it to the near side.
Hopefully that's the wake-up call they need to try to switch on now a little bit more. Try to create a little bit of possession, a little bit of rhythm.
So, early restart, quick restart.
All right, brought in on the near side by the U.S. looking for a crosser, but Mexico kicks it out of bounds, and it looks like it'll be a corner kick for the United States. Corner kick for the United States.
Christian Pulisic calibrating, only just arrived on Monday at past midnight after his commitment with Chelsea to the Champions League final, the first American to play and win.
Corner by U.S. looking for somebody. Oh, off the post, and they score! And the U.S. has tied this thing up, ladies and gentlemen. Rhea, the goal scorer for the United States, a crosser. Rhea heads it off someone heads it off the post, and Rhea cleans up the garbage with his left foot and sends it into that left corner down low. I am saved by Jesus Christ. Welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor, we proud.
What a goal, what
Goalkeeper. Okay, well, we'll try.
Just under a half an hour played.
So Mexico has one erased from the board because of an offsides. The U.S. comes down the next possession and puts one home, puts the biscuit in the old basket. Mexico with already pressuring on the other end. A crosser is sent to the far side and out of bounds. Mexico to throw it in.
Whistle goes to U.S. Another free kick, and there's the reaction to Claudio Daniel Reina, the parents of
Bob T, it's let me get it to you when it comes back up, buddy. I think they're in the 27th minute. 28-18 is the time on the clock.
Have your family in the stands, having fans back in the stands, first of all, because you have your parents there to witness such a big goal in his young career.
They took one off the board, Darkness. They said it was offsides. The second goal by Mexico was offsides. And the U.S. immediately came down and answered. U.S. pressuring down here on this side again. Mexico with it now at midfield, and they've got some speed. A shot, long shot, hits a U.S. defender in the back and rolls slowly out of bounds. Throw in. They might have called offsides here.
Well, what were you doing at 18 years old?
No, I was in high school. I was in high school. Let's take a look at that last chance there.
35 berserkers up in here. Something a little different here on the channel, y'all. Something a little different. Soccer, our second soccer game on the channel. 1-1 is your score. 29-18 on the clock. Mexico to throw it in from the far side. They send it back into their own zone.
Also 18 years old back in 2008.
And pass it back and forth.
I was going to go to Maryland and just getting my head wrapped around that and getting prepared for all that college was going to bring me.
You find a way to get your alma mater in there?
Yeah, of course, man. I'm officially an alum as well now, you know.
Ochoa sends it out to the near side here. Ball sent forward. I thought there's some acting going on here personally, but ref comes in, tells McKinney of the U.S., calm down.
McKenzie and Gio Reyna, the two players who are facing Mexico for the first time in this U.S. starting 11.
What the hell happened there?
The pass out of the back that led to the opening goal for Mexico. Of course, Gio Reyna for the point-blank equalizer just before the 30-minute mark.
I think Mr. Reyna just flopped. And he was rewarded with the ball. LaRae says, dude, I'm glad you're doing this game. I'm trying to get it going there, LaRae. Busy schedule for Team USA, both the women's national team and the men's, coming up. So hopefully I'll be able to do some of these games. Mexico attacking on the near side here. 17 and Mexico hits the U.S. defender with the dipsy-do, and the ball goes out of bounds for a throw-in. U.S. to throw it in here on the near side, very close to the end line. Actually, a free kick is getting awarded.
On the far side is the Jamaican official, Gisette Kerr, who's set to become one of the two first females to officiate in the Gold Cup.
All right, U.S. coming out of their own end.
Tim Reed.
There you go, JNL. Come on, U.S. U.S. on the near side here, breaking out. Bad pass. Intercepted by Mexico. And they kick it out of bounds at midfield.
By the way, is he wearing Travis Scott sixes?
You can tell from here.
Okay, I see him.
I'm impressed.
Long pass. Far side. Into the box. Mexico will win the race.
Pressure applied here by Serginho Dest.
Ball comes back over midfield here, and the U.S. is trying to set up an attack. A pass on the right side. Is he onside? Ochoa comes out and gets the ball on the outside edge of the box.
Look at Greg. Okay, I see you, Greg, trying to step his game up a little bit. But this is a better response here from the U.S. trying to settle down a little bit now. They found that goal to get back into the game.
QC says 1-1. My prediction of 4-2 is possible.
Those balls on the top are still a concern. Whether it's from in the
All right, I got to figure out if It's Alright was banned by FAP there. 36 up in here.
Opportunities. Tecatito Corona on the left-hand side. And Tuna coming, starting from wide and coming inside.
Mexico steals it.
Once more. It's Carlos Rodriguez.
Across to the far side.
Beyond the reach.
It's going to go out of bounds. And it'll be U.S. ball.
He's pointing. He's
I don't know how to do that, Alex. I don't have the Spanish audio, buddy.
Mark McKenzie. That cut back there. If he just sees that pass to his left-hand side, Corona's in. He's in with 1v1 with Zach Steffen at that point.
Yeah, I just had all I have is CBS Sports, y'all.
Impressed with Brooks passing so far as he finds Pulisic, but he's dispossessed. Lozano.
Mexico trying to make something work again on this near side. Come on, U.S.
Gallardo lifted toward the back post.
Come on, guys, get the ball. Back to midfield. Mexico still firmly in possession of the ball. They send it back to Ochoa. Yeah, I can't. I almost need it, though. Need it to be in English, though, y'all, so I know what's going on. Reyna, crosser! Oh, baby! Sargent in alone on the left side. Reyna tries to pass it across, and it's too hot to handle and goes out of bounds.
The ball clipped in from Chucky Lozano just over the head of Mark McKenzie. His attempt does enough to throw Charlie Rodriguez off, and that's the press there from Weston McKinney. Gio Reyna commits Moreno, and he tries to pick out Josh Sargent on that back post. He's just putting the ball across in a dangerous area, hoping for the runs. Christian Pulisic is there to draw Araujo to the near post, and Josh Sargent is just a shade late to get his foot on there for the tapping of the back post.
Ball's kicked out to midfield. U.S. takes over. Come on, boys. Ball's kicked out. Mexico has a breaker on this left side here. Nice battle for the ball. Kicked out of bounds by the U.S. Mexico to throw it in on this near side. Yeah, CBS Sports Network. Yeah, I got to have it in English, y'all, or I don't know what's going on.
Possession short-lived. Herrera. Lozano. Intervention from Serginho.
Mexico, another shot. Wide right.
Looking to the top corner, gets it wrong, and it's skies.
What's up, Gavin?
It's always going to be a difficult chance, but when it finally finds its way here to Antuna, he tries to get the quick release. Having to really wrap his foot around that. Can't keep it low enough. Zach Steffen calmly watches it trickle over the bar.
All right, ball kicked out by the U.S. Back and forth it goes.
Alvarez. Gallardo back from Moreno. Tried to play from memory, but he misremembered. Straight at Weston McKenzie.
All right, come on now. Too far for Pulisic.
The other sink as he was looking for Christian Pulisic.
Tough tackle there. Mexico comes away with it, though.
Mexico looking for success on the wings. Tuna dancing. Herrera. Off by McKinney. Now Moreno.
Mexico has numbers on the U.S. side. The ball on the near side here as Mexico sends it back and forth. And back it comes past midfield. Mexico in firm possession of the rock. Trying to probe the U.S. defenses. And here they come. They move past midfield. The pass on the far right. Looking for a crosser. Ball kept in bounds. They find a guy. Here we go. They're setting up for the cross. Headed out by the U.S., but Mexico maintains possession.
That's chasing him down. Tuna was asked to cover a lot of ground in that semifinal against.
Man, the U.S. cannot get possession of this ball. Tries a left foot shot, blocked by the U.S. defense. Kept in by Mexico on the far side.
Steady dose of pressure here from Mexico.
Player down. All right, U.S. has the ball. They're going to kick it out.
Just that patience from Mexico. Trying to just circulate the ball, keep it ticking around, trying to...
I don't think they qualify with just a win, Jennifer.
As they find themselves dropping deeper and deeper and trying to consolidate space.
Someone in the chat might know more than me, but I think it's just starting.
You can expect the pressure to come when McKenzie's on the ball.
Don used to love watching Mexico versus Germany in the World Cup.
Rodriguez. Lifted by Stefan. Settled expertly by Tecatito.
43 up in here, as Thor's army continues to grow.
U.S. pinned back into that low block that caused them so much trouble.
U.S. just struggling to get possession of this ball. Mexico breaking on the right side. A centering attempt and a shot on goal. Soft shot goes wide left. It'll be a goal kick, a goalie kick.
Their wingers isolated 1v1. Tim Ring on that right-hand side. He gets drawn out into the area he doesn't want to be in. Antuna could have probably taken it.
A lot of people saying U.S. already missed World Cup qualifying.
But he does well to pick out Chucky Lozano in the 18.
So they can't make it into the World Cup no matter what, right?
Areas where Mexico can be really, really threatening when they draw one of the three center backs into a wider position.
All right, U.S. finally gets it back to midfield and is quickly taken back over by Mexico. Mexico just living in this U.S. end the last 5 minutes. 1-1 is the score, 40 minutes into this game.
Joined us late, only 5 minutes remaining in this first 45 of normal time.
SD says for Qatar 2022,
Against the U.S. just 2 minutes in.
it's happening later this year.
The Americans responded via Gio Reyna in the 28th minute. His third international goal and his first in competitive play.
Hey, we busted 50 in the chat, y'all. Jack Serrano says, great match. 1-1 was 1-0. We don't have to worry about the nil business.
Behind Josie Alto in the modern era, going back to 1990. And he's now tied his dad for goals against Mexico. Flavio Reyna scored once against.
All right, here we go. Mexico trying to get it going again. They're at midfield. U.S. chasing around. And it's sent back to Ochoa.
Victor Moreno, you thought he had the second for Mexico, was wiped out for an offside.
What's up, Jack? How you doing, buddy?
Chaca Rodriguez.
All right, here we go. Mexico trying to set up again. Near side, number 17 to 23. He crosses it into the box. Quickly comes out, taken over by the U.S. And they try to get a cutting center. That was Pulisic, and it's out of his reach. Mexico takes possession again of the rock. Hanging in there, buddy. Trying something new. Something a little different on the channel, you know. Sent back to the U.S. goaltender. And he foots it out to about midfield. A failed header by the U.S. results in possession by Mexico. Far side checked by Pulisic. And it comes all the way back down to the Mexico end. David says U.S. failed Olympic qualifying, not World Cup qualifying. Long pass. Wide open player from Mexico. Shot. Saved by the U.S. goaltender. Out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick for Mexico.
It's a corner for Mexico.
Big say. Charlie Davies said it in the pregame. Lucho Yango talked about it in the pregame as well. How big the comparison would be between the two goalkeepers. That's a
huge save right there at the 43-minute mark.
One of those per game at least. He had one against Honduras to deny.
Alex says at halftime they're all going to go pound on a few brews and smoke some weed.
Easy, no pressure on the ball. When there's no pressure on the ball, you drop off. Chucky Lozano.
All right, this corner kick from the far side, brought to the side of the box. A header, wide right.
So back-to-back games with big saves against Choco and Chucky.
Same last name, though. Same last name. But again, when there's no
61 Berserkers up in here. Welcome to Valhalla Sports Talk, coverage of U.S. men's national team soccer.
And that leaves an even bigger gap for Lozano to run into and Zach Steffen stays.
We're in a close game here. It's a 1-1 tie. Mexico started the scoring early, 2 minutes into the game. Added one on that was called back to an offsides call. The U.S. went directly down and knotted this thing up at 1. Pulisic on the far side sends it back to midfield. They try to send it into the box. Mexico intercepts it and gets right back out. Out of bounds, going to be a throw-in by Mexico on the far side. They send it back to Ochoa. Ochoa with a U.S. player closing in, kicks it long and past midfield. Header's failed and goes all the way back to the U.S. goaltender, who crashes into one of the Mexico players and rolls it over to his counterpart on the right here. 71 up in here. Tony P up in here.
Looking to get himself more involved as this game goes on. Kelly DaCosta.
Long pass intercepted by Mexico, and Ochoa will kick it out for Mexico.
Mexico 1, USA 1. McKenzie leads on Zach Steffen.
What's up, Jorge? U.S. missed World Cup qualification to group stage, says Yun No IZ. Matty said this is a brand new game. All right, so we're getting real close to the halftime break here, y'all. U.S. content with going back and forth at about midfield. They send it down on the left side there. A little too hot to handle, goes out of bounds. Will be a throw-in by Mexico on the far side there.
Hasn't had that much influence. He had a couple, one run maybe where he got into that final third and tried to create a little bit of danger, but by and large in this first...
Yeah, they were up for a second, but it was called offsides.
He's an important player for this U.S. team, especially in this system.
Well, this has been an eventful first 45.
All right, here we go, y'all. We're knotted up at 1 as we go to the half, y'all.
Mexico won. After Tecatito Corona's opener just 2 minutes in, the response from young Gio Reyna to level it for the Americans. And it'll be an interesting team talk for Greg Berhalter in the locker room. We're back after this.
All righty, y'all. All righty. So we survived the first half, pushed 50 Berserkers up in here, and we'll play a little music. Don says, great stream, Carnal. Maddie says you made a wise choice not to cover the Dodgers. They were all such early games, Maddie, that I just didn't think we'd get any numbers there. And I wanted to try something new. Alex says exciting game. All right, let's go to this alt screen. You can at least see who the goal scorers were. All right, so it started out, and then at the 2-minute mark, a goal by Mexico. Jesus Corona has scored to make it Mexico 1-0. Then the 27-minute mark, a goal for the United States by Giovanni Reyna to make it 1-1. And that's how this thing ended. I don't know if there's anything on the social networks here. Let's see if we've got anything here of interest. It doesn't look like anything new from the beginning of the game. There's the goal by Reyna at the 27-minute mark. I'm not sure what these are. Let's push play here and see if we get any audio or anything. Wish I could see the game and not some BS. Well, I guess you'll have to try to figure something out then there. I am saved by Jesus. Johnny Gadaleta, welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud. All right, so here's that initial goal by Mexico. Oops. Let me go back here. Here's that initial goal by Mexico right here. I guess they don't let me play it there. It makes me go all the way out to Twitter, and we can't do that. Are you out, Jack? All right, y'all. I'm going to step away for just a moment. I'll be right back. All right, y'all, I am back in halftime at this one. When all else fails, when you're getting nervous, get the Cheetos. Get the Cheetos, y'all. Hey, Nicole Rodriguez, welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud. At one point, Thor's army had about 50 up in here. At one point, we had about 50 up in here. Yeah, I guess Univision has the Spanish broadcast. CBS Sports has the U.S. telecast. Little disappointed with the choices, the stat choices that show kind of like where the ball is and everything. I wish there was a way for me to show that to you, but I didn't find a website that did so. So apologize for that, y'all. Dos Muchos says this is better. Well, thank you, buddy. It's been an entertaining match so far, I think. That goal getting taken off the board, a huge moment in this game. Because the U.S. was all but dead at that point, I thought. Viking Jerome says Univision has the hottest weather girls. No comment. He also says, but now you made me hungry again. Some crunchy Cheetos. Did have a funny moment here at the house yesterday. The executive assistant, a.k.a. the COO, Chief Operating Officer, had some of those flaming hot Cheetos. And this girl can eat anything hot and almost killed her. Jack's had a lot of offense in this game. Hey, Thor, you want a Cheeto? Thor likes Cheetos, y'all. Robert Galvin up in here says, what's up, bud? How are you today? I'm doing good, buddy. Sunday evening, watching a little USA Mexico. The CONCACAF Nations League final. And we got a tie soccer game as we're at halftime in this one. But how you been, Robert? Did you have a good weekend? Here. Well, let me go real quick. And see if our guy Fat banned It's All Right. Because if he did, I gotta let him back in. I'm not seeing him on there. Yep, not seeing him on there, so hopefully he didn't. That list's getting longer, y'all. That ban list's getting longer on the channel. SD says hot Cheetos ain't spicy. Well, this girl could eat anything, and they almost killed her. Jack says the next time a goal is scored, we want to hear the COO yell goal. Ray Castaneda checks in and says, let's go Mexico. We must be getting close to getting back at this. We must be getting close to getting back to it. Somebody said earlier they get their orange slices. Their orange slices and their high C. SD Gaming having some Pringles. Arrowhead Ariel says, watch up. Watch up with you. Watch up. Jack saying for the Mexico to take a seat over there. So we got to use our yellow card graphic. SD Gaming says, Jack, Uno reverse. Matthew Noel says, happy birthday to Becky. Happy birthday, Becky. All right, let's listen in here, see if we're about to get back to the action here. All right, but they're playing music back there, so I can't be having that.
Welcome back to Valhalla Stadium. 1-1 is the score at the halfway point between the USA.
Jack said that was a weak yellow card.
Minutes ahead. Mexico were dangerous.
Yvonne's later says, any opinions? What's up with Pulisic? He seems a little lost out there. Thoughts? I thought he could have done better as well. I remember at one point there on the right side, he seemed like he should have been open a couple times and just completely ran into the defenders. Matthew Knowles says, great job on the commentary. Well, appreciate that, buddy, but I'm just trying to learn here. I'm trying to learn and get better. Ray says, finally the U.S. is coming up, but they still need something. There's something missing. Yeah, I know, Jack. I know he just finished with his duties overseas there. So did I read right that he's the first American ever to win that league, to win a trophy in that league? Is that correct? Is he the first American ever to hoist the Champions League trophy?
Where's those shades at? You threw them away.
They weren't working. I forgot to flip on the on switch.
All right, we're about to get back to the action in this one, y'all.
Back out then to the commentators for this second half of action. Let's take you back upstairs to Drake Cordero.
Looks like a fun crowd in Denver there. Looks like a fun crowd. First to play even, says Yvonne. Second American. Second American, but he was the first to play in the game. Interesting, Yvonne. All right, here we go. They're about to kick this thing off at midfield.
I think Christian has to have a little bit more influence in this second half. I think defensively, there are certain cues you have.
All right, U.S. will be going from right to left on your TV screen. Mexico from left to right. Mexico going to start it off, and they do.
And you can't allow them to just play that easy ball behind. So I think defensively, they have to take a little bit more.
Sent back to Ochoa. Gets a little pressure from one of the U.S. forwards. Kicks it out to midfield. Mexico got a little something trying to work on that left side there. They're kicking it closer to center, and it's sent into the box, but the U.S. defender, number 13, is there to boot it out. Back to midfield. Here comes Pulisic. Two on him. He gets to the right at midfield, looking for somebody to pass it to. Sends it to the far right. It's going to be out of bounds and a throw-in for the United States.
Only to Josh Sargent, and so for a player like him, sometimes you want to wait. You need to be in position and let the game.
The captain's ban on Pulisic looks like an ace bandage.
To put his stamp and his impact on the game, because as you heard that
coming back out to midfield.
Ability to be the difference maker, to create opportunities to influence this game in a positive way for the United States.
Viking Jerome says Mile High Stadium, everyone's stoned. The U.S. got something working here. Booted high in the air, and it's caught by Ochoa. Right next to his goal, the U.S. player, Pulisic, is screaming. One of the Mexico players down. Here comes the ref. Telling people to calm the hell down, back up.
Josh Sargent. Moreno's loading it up. He was so close to doubling the lead for Mexico back in the 24th minute.
Why is Mexico wearing pink?
Hart unmarked because he was caught offside.
Why are they wearing pink in this tournament? Anyone know?
Just a verbal warning from the Panamanian referee. So take another look here at the challenge for Pulisic.
And he has every right to try to go attempt.
So the guy that's down on the ground literally stopped to try to block Pulisic. It's going to be a goalie kick from inside their box.
Draws a little bit of contact, but I don't see too much in that.
This is booted to midfield.
Brooks there to win it. Chaka Rodriguez battling with Dest. Strong from Serginho Dest is
Whistle.
Free kick US.
Free kick for the U.S., they said.
Dest. Sargent is well defined.
All right, U.S. got something working on the right side. Shot. Oh, wide. Wide left. I think it was more of a crosser. And Mexico will kick it.
Nico Cantor had a chat with Greg Berhalter at halftime. Nico, what did you hear?
Yeah, I asked him how to adapt when he could see so early, and he says it was crazy.
Hey, we got a little drama at midfield here. Some pushing and a shoving. Shoving and a pushing. And Ochoa always in the middle of it, I noticed. Yellow card issued to Acosta.
So yellow shown by John P. Diaz. Kellen Acosta becomes the second U.S. player to go in the referee's book.
I was wondering when we're going to see our first little skirmish, little scuffle there.
Not likely to be our last.
It should get tense here. Should get tense in the second half, y'all. Mexico to kick it. That was a hard challenge there. Hard challenge by Acosta.
He's found ways to just make his presence known, to show that he can be a threat, whether it's playing as a false nine and dropping it deep, drawing at a center back and turning.
All right, U.S. trying to get out of their own end. It's crossed all the way to the far side. And here we go. They cross midfield. U.S. still in possession. And it comes back to the U.S. zone. 4 of the 5 USA versus Mexico matches have been tied at halftime. We're 49 minutes into this one, tied at 1. Stolen by Pulisic. Reyna moving to the far right side. An attempt to cross into the box, stolen by Mexico. And out of the zone it comes. U.S. heads it back right back in. And Mexico heads it to the near side here. Slow rolling ball taken by the U.S. An attempted cross intercepted by Mexico. Okie dokes the U.S. defender and kicks it to Ochoa. Ochoa boots it. Comes all the way out past midfield. U.S. player goes down hard, and they say U.S. ball going the other way. Herrera call.
Just trying to get a word in from Nico before that little scuffle broke out. Nico, what did Greg Berhalter tell you about that?
Eric Schwartz says go USA. Arrowhand says USA will get the goal. 34. Berserkers up in here. Up in here.
In his words about conceding early, then I asked him, what do you tell the team? 45 minutes left, and he goes exactly that. 45 minutes left for
all right, U.S. sends it back to their goaltender.
How to stop Tecatito? We did a decent job. We got numbers around him. We were aggressive.
Sends it on the near side here. Dangerous pass.
He's gonna run out of gas.
Pressure applied here by Mexico. Dest not getting too much time, more space from the ball.
Out of bounds throw in by the U.S. on the near side here.
Again, it's Dest.
Best trying to work his way through some defenders. It's going to be U.S. ball going that way.
The moment in training this week, moment.
626 of them watching the boxing match right now. I pass on that.
Had played in a final and won. 7 hands went up for the United States. No secret, they've had plenty of success at the club level. This is a completely different animal. CONCACAF final against Mexico. And especially going down a goal.
All right, U.S. having tons of trouble trying to get out of their own end here. It ends up back with their goaltender just outside the box. Booted all the way down to the far end. U.S. player trying to get to it before it goes out of bounds. That's Reyna, and he gets there too late. Mexico throw in from the side.
Pressing Mexico a little bit higher up the pitch, it leads to a corner kick and they capitalize. So that gave them a little bit more confidence. They grew into that game.
Arrowhead says U.S. soccer team are the best. Leopold checks in and says, let's go USA. Mexico to throw it in from the far side.
Laid off by Tegatito.
Comes all the way back out to midfield. It ping-pongs back and forth between the two teams. Mexico has it now, and they send it all the way back into their defensive end. Well, we'll take all of them losing in the same day, Eric, over what we've been getting.
Short circuits for Mexico.
Oh, a turnover. They're trying to save it from being a corner kick. And the goalie for the U.S. kicks it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Mexico in the U.S. defensive end. Goes out of bounds. Going to be U.S. ball. They send it to the U.S. goalkeeper. 53 minutes into this one, tied with 1-1. U.S. player dumped a whistle, and they'll award it to the U.S. That was Reyna. Sometime next week, Eric.
This guy's passed by Tim Reeve, and again, Chaka not giving Dest any space to operate. Rodriguez. And Tuna. That was a neat turn as he was impeded by Tim Reeve, but fair in the view of the referee. Here's Reeve now. Full stop.
Very condensed quarters here on this near side. Lots of players in that area. Ends up back with Ochoa, who kicks it out to the left side at midfield. Goes out of bounds. Some shoving going on there on the corner there. I believe it'll be a throw-in for the U.S. Yep, they sure did. Johnny G says USA, USA, USA. They're throwing it in right at about midfield on the far side. And Mexico boots it the other direction. Headed to the U.S. goaltender, who rolls it out to the near side to number 13. 13-6, back to the U.S. goaltender. He boots it on the far side, finds an open man who foots it down, but Mexico intercepts it. Looking for a crosser. The kick is blocked by Reyna. And Reyna's going to boot it out of there with his right foot. Mexico heads it back the other direction. Turnover. Into the box. Shot. Wide right. I think they do, David Morse. I think the Dodgers start play again tomorrow. I think they have games like for 7 days straight starting tomorrow.
Just like that, it's right back down your throat. Charlie Rodriguez tries to pick out that far post, but he can't just get
USA is the chant from the crowd in Denver.
That's what Mexico can really hurt this U.S. team.
Brooks sends it to midfield to Pulisic, who sends it to the next player. And here we go. Intercepted by Mexico just before the box. Brooks turns it over with the header at midfield. Mexico's got a player loose on the left. It's blocked by the U.S. defense. Come on, guys. All right, here we go. U.S. got something working on the right side. Back to center to Pulisic. Dribbles into the box. Pass to the left to number 2. Gets it on his right foot. Back to Pulisic. Outside the box to Acosta. Reyna sits it on the right foot, trying to give it to a player. It's going to go out of bounds. I think we might have a corner here.
Doing a good job of circulating things, and Mark McKenzie does really well here. Doesn't dive in, he stands his ground really well.
Nicole says Dodgers are off tomorrow. Yeah, that might be right, Nicole. And then for Tuesday through like Sunday, they play. All right, I think we got a corner kick for the United States from the far side there. Come on, let's score here. Pulisic to kick it from this corner. Sends it to the center. Nobody home. 2 gets a foot on it and just missed wide left. That was Dest. Took a shot, missed it left by about 2 feet. Ochoa with the ball for Mexico now.
It is. You've seen dangerous chances on either side. You've seen chances coming from mistakes on either side. The U.S. trying to play out of back. Mexico showing a level of aggression and trying to press higher up the pitch, and then the same thing on the opposite end. The U.S. trying to pick moments, and when they do get the ball going towards goal, they're committing numbers forward.
All right, Ochoa going to kick it out from his goalie box.
Wes McKinney to bomb it through that midfield and get into the attack.
A clear USA chant from what was supposed to be a partisan Mexico crowd in Denver, Colorado.
Preparing his first substitution, and it's Timothy Weah who's getting ready to check into this match. Did not feature in the semifinal against Honduras. With just over 30 minutes left to go, it's the League On champion. Tim Weah preparing to make his
Man, these guys, when they get hurt, it's... I'm not buying it, y'all. This dude literally didn't hit anybody and then fell down like he was dead. That's part of the reason soccer doesn't catch on in the States. That's a big part of the reason it doesn't catch on in the States here.
Distinct CONCACAF flavors, man. The title.
33 up in here. Looks like we got a substitution for the United States. 2 for 21 is the exchange. Best coming out. Our Dest is coming out. 21 coming in.
Tim Weah has played he's trained as a wing back with this U.S. national team, and I think what this does is
Timothy Weah, number 21 for the U.S. checking in. The U.S. about to get the free kick from the far side there.
Of these 60 minutes, and so Tim Weah comes in, fresh legs, a player who has an attacking instinct, who usually plays as a winger or as a
yeah, in the same way, Jack. You're right.
So I'd be curious to see how quickly they can get involved in the game.
So Weah is slotting in at that left wing back spot.
All right, entered into the box. We got some runners here, but Ochoa is going to be the first one to get there. Intended for number 8. McKinney trying to break there, but Ochoa got to the ball first. And Mexico cycling it around. It gives right back to Ochoa, who's pressured by a U.S. forward. Here comes Mexico trying to approach midfield on the far side there. 60 minutes into this one, still tied at 1.
If you want to see Tim Weah's eyes light up, ask him what is that?
All right, an attempt to pass it right through the middle, intercepted by the United States. Pulisic got some room at midfield and some speed. Long pass. Come on, boys. Shot saved by Ochoa. Oh! Shot, rebound left, and McKinney tried to get in there to bury that one, and it goes over the net. Pulisic at midfield explodes. Kicks it to McKinney. McKinney in the box, shot, rebound.
Tries the shot, it parries wide, but by Ochoa into the path of Sargent, but he can't do enough to redirect it on target. But really
It was Sargent that tried to follow up that rebound. And Ochoa gets it the hell out of there to midfield. U.S. heads it back the other direction. Back and forth it goes, that midfield. Pulisic thought he had someone behind him. He did not. Turned over. Mexico going the other way. Mexico got a runner. The U.S. goaltender comes out, gets there first. And then goes down to the ground. I don't get it. What happened to him? Two European players that are almost scored there. Johan says, let's go Mexico. I guess he got nicked by the Mexico player that was walking past him. Yeah, he must have got nicked as that Mexico player went past him and then went down when the pain consumed his body. Trainer's out. Trainer's out looking at the area just below his knee. Gaming with Eli, this is on CBS Sports Network or Telemundo. No, I think the player kind of nicked him on the way back by Jack. Nope. You're right. We get it about the Nets, where we get it.
Work on that left knee of Zach Steffen. This is a few further changes coming in. You see limpering up there on the touchline is. Well, we called him Jordan.
They add time though, right, Alex? So they'll just add time.
A few days ago. He prefers to be called Jordy Piffle. Piffle, his mother's maiden name.
He's got like some kind of scratch right there.
In fact, he's changed his Twitter handle into Call Me Piffle. Could not be any tier. Mexico preparing a substitution as well. Luis Romo made a cameo off the bench against Costa Rica.
I don't really care either way, Arrowhead. I really don't care either way. I think the Nets won game one, and they definitely have the players.
The goalkeeper and captain for that match, Zach Steffen, very much kept the United States in it with that huge stop against Joko Lozano. He's done it again tonight.
Yeah, he looks to be done as well, Jack.
And he's really struggling. It looks like he's attempted a couple times now to try to walk it off, but has dropped back down to the ground again.
This guy that's getting ready for the U.S., if he stood in front of my green screen right now, all you would see is his head. No beer tonight, Alex. Didn't have a beer tonight, buddy. How about you? All right, so Romo's going to come in for Rodriguez for Team Mexico.
It'll be his first appearance against the United States. And will help Cruz Azul win their first league title in 24 years this past season in Mexico.
17 and 9 are the exchange players. Another player, Martin, coming in for Mexico.
We'll check in at
Next weekend for Father's Day.
Horvath will be stepping in for his 6th international appearance with the United States in place of Zach Steffen. For Horvath, his first competitive match with the Stars and Stripes.
Man, a long delay, 66-26. This is the time on the clock.
goal for Mexico, just seconds in. A substitution. Just the graphic went up, but Zach Steffen is still out there bouncing around. It doesn't look very promising. The gloves are going back on.
It's a final, right?
Man, I've seen hockey goalies get ready quicker than these soccer goalies.
Showing some love. You never want to come up with these kind of games, but it looks like he's truly.
What are you talking about?
He served his part in this game. Massive save in that first half.
All right, so the U.S. goaltender going to come off here. Steffen coming off. And they're going to put in Horvath.
Well, it's a big moment for the 25-year-old Ethan Horvath. Jordan Piflup will be checking in as well. So the U.S. now making their third substitution. And it's Josh Sargent, a like-for-like change.
No, I didn't wager that, Tribe. I didn't have any interest in it. I don't know what's wrong with old Arrowham there, but someone might need to put him in a little timeout.
So 3 changes made by Berhalter now. 1 forced through injury as Horvath steps in for Steffen in goal. Piflup is in for Sargent up top.
Yeah, I wasn't interested in it at all, Jack. Bradley Reynolds says, "What's up, Valhalla? What's up, buddy?"
2 changes for Mexico. As Martino goes to his bench to bring on Anthony Martina. Rome number 9. Luis Romo steps into the midfield in place of Charlie Rodriguez.
Robert in the house says, "Hello, sir. I'm back." The Giants are still in first place. Yes, they are. All right, here we go. We're back at it. U.S. bringing it up on the right side there. I didn't see any substitutions for the U.S. I could be wrong, though. Mexico got a player breaking on the right side here. Sends it into the box. A shot is missed badly. Romo just missed it horribly. And the new U.S. goaltender will get his first touch of the ball.
The run from midfield coming across, he can't track Romo, who probably should square it. He has 2 options in the box, and Chucky Lozano and Henry Martini tries to go near post.
69-29 showing on the clock. 1-1 the score. And the U.S. kicks it out of their own end. All the way down. Into the far corner there. And it should be a corner kick for the U.S.
Remaining of the 90.
Corner kick for the United States again.
Corner kick chance here for the U.S.
Pulisic to take it for the United States. They kick it into the box. The header, saved by Ochoa. And another corner kick will occur. What a save by Ochoa there.
I mean, look at how he rises. Weston McKinney over to Alvarez. A little slight deflection, but what a save by Memo Ochoa.
A header trying to go top shelf right. And here comes Pulisic to corner kick it in again for the United States.
Repeat from the same slide. This time.
All right, this time it's headed out by Mexico. It's going to be a rough tackle out of bounds here, and the U.S. is going to throw it in from the side.
Will be a throw for the Stars and Stripes. McKinney also close to putting the U.S. in front.
Bradley says, "Come on, USA."
It's a massive moment again in this game.
For a player who's accumulated quite a few moments like that, he's got 3 clean.
All right, U.S. now on the near side. They cycle it back and kick it to their new goaltender, who foots it to the far side to an open man. Mexico, however, knocks it back, and then the U.S. kicks it back the other direction. Back and forth they go at midfield. All right, come on now, boys. Come on, let's go. Oh, intercepted by Mexico. Tapped out by the U.S. Pulisic on the near side here. Goes out of bounds. He runs into the U.S. coach. They're warning the U.S. coach, you're supposed to be in that little box.
He's trying to get a touch. See him, he's trying to get this ball back in play as quickly as possible. And Morales finds himself actually off the pitch when he does come into contact with Berhalter. So he's round Berhalter.
A U.S. player goes down here. They say U.S. ball. Alex says enjoy for now.
It's an opportunity here. A good whipped-in ball here from Christian Pulisic. Trying to target the likes of John Brooks and Mark McKenzie.
Ochoa barking out commands to the Mexico defense as the U.S. Pulisic is going to kick it from this near side. Headed out by Mexico. Stolen by the United States. Come on, boys. U.S. has it on the far side. They send it back past midfield. Now they try forward again, intercepted by Mexico. A whistle. Mexico on the near side here. Dribbles it into the box. Rhea of the U.S. kicks it out to the side here. Throw in by Mexico on the near side.
Make the runs and go forward when you know there's a goal dangling in front of you, but to do that, to be tracking back here 75 minutes into the game, just help Tim Reed in those moments, showing a level of maturity and growth there by the young 18-year-old.
There's two balls on the field for some reason. No, for real, there were two balls out there for a moment. All right, Ochoa on the other end boots it to midfield, headed down, and Mexico's got something working on this right side. Centered, knocked out by the U.S. A long pass to the far right side. Let's go, boys. A centering attempt blocked by Mexico. All right, I think we're going to have a corner kick for the United States again. Yeah, corner kick for the United States. Corner kicks, 5 for the U.S., 2 for Mexico. Pulisic to take this one for the United States. Kicks in. Headed. Saved by Ochoa. .38 Berserkers up in here. Up in here. Thor's Army continues to grow.
Mark McKenzie this time rising high. Gets contact but can't redirect it out of the
1-1, 75 minutes into this contest. Remember, big injury time added on here because of the injury to the U.S. goaltender. Mexico attacking on the near side here. They get to the side of the box. Crosser blocked and knocked out by the U.S. out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in by Mexico on the near side.
those passes when they do get to the end line. Recognize yellow moments when the on a yellow, yeah, correct. Recognizing the
Ball back in play, ends up at midfield, controlled by Mexico.
It's a veteran presence that you welcome and you need in a young team like this. He's played in some big moments, played in the World Cup. So important important that he continues to lead this young squad.
In a long time in the German Bundesliga as well. He's at the 5th most appearances of any American in the German top flight. He's expected to move into 3rd sometime next season, passing Thomas Dooley and Fabian
Ball
Johnson.
booted out by Ochoa to midfield and headed further. The U.S. then
Into the middle by Reed.
sends it back the other direction. Mexico sends it to the far side. They've got a breaker on that side. Looking to cross as he gets near the box.
Just keeping himself
Sends it to center. Now to the near side. 20 looking for a crosser. Sends it into the box. Player goes down to the ground. Headed out by the U.S.
You know, Herrera in particular has that long
It'll be out of bounds here. A throw-in by Mexico.
shots from distance against Costa Rica on Thursday. You see a substitution here as the
Another substitution for Mexico. 20 coming off, 14 going on.
this season in La Liga with Real Betis under Manuel Pellegrini. And this is enthusiasm materialized in a pair of football to Diego Lainez.
All right, Mexico with the ball on this near side at the baseline. Sent into the box. The U.S. comes out and clears it. Pulisic down, asking for help from the refs, doesn't get it.
Antuna's a player who likes to get the ball in behind, show off his pace.
14 sends it closer to center. Still outside the box in the attacking end.
Come inside. 1v1. Look to combine.
Mexico passing it around, trying to find a spot. It ends up back at about in midfield. Mexico still firmly in control of the rock. Sent in on the left side there. A move to the center. Now to the right, an open player, number 14. Left shot, scores it. Player just checked into the match. Left wide open on the right side. He dribbles in towards the center and with his left foot buries it on the right side of the net. It's Mexico 2, US 1. Diego Lainez at 79 minutes. Diego Lainez at 79 minutes to make it Mexico 2, United States 1.
And what an introduction to this game. So quick feet of Lainez and the quick release.
Buries it in the low corner on the just substituted goalie. And he didn't react at all.
Diego Lainez was included in the 40-man provisional roster, not named to the 23 for this competition, but stepped in due to the injury to the midfielder Eric Gutierrez, who was unable to go after suffering a right ankle injury in training. Lainez started on Thursday in the semifinal and makes an immediate impact with 10 minutes to play in his very first final.
All right, they're saying we got 10 minutes to play here, but I don't think they're accounting for injury time.
Here's Brooks. There's time left in this
Yeah,
game.
be easy there, Darkness. That's not okay.
Lainez buzzing around Green.
All right, sent back to the U.S. goaltender.
The first shot taken by Mexico against.
All right, U.S. got something working. Right side, it costs to the center. Nobody home for the U.S. And an error by the Mexico defenseman. Kicks it out accidentally, I think. And it's going to be a corner kick for the United States. Corner kick from the near side this time.
Every time he gets the ball, he's trying to get at that back line, put balls into the box. Can the U.S. capitalize on yet another set piece?
Come close twice on corners, twice middle shows answered the call.
All right, the crosser. Hitter. Yeah, let's go! This match is tied, baby! Quickly, the U.S. answers back. McKenny for the United States. Ties this at 2.
Mexico hasn't had an answer for the U.S. on set pieces. And it's a whipped ball to the back.
Corner kick sent into the box and a right header right into the box. Let's go. Ochoa got a hand on it, but it wasn't enough as it goes in the lower right-hand corner, and the U.S. has tied this shit up.
And listen to this crowd.
48 Berserkers up in here as Thor's army continues to grow.
Tyler Adams makes his return. Hasn't played in 6 weeks. Missed the end of the Bundesliga season due to a back injury.
Weston McKinney at 82 minutes makes it 2-2, ladies and gentlemen. Weston McKinney, a goal at the 82-minute mark.
That's going to shift things to a 4-3-3. Kellen Acosta's going to slide in at that left back. Tyler Adams going to come into the base of that midfield. So the Jets going to slide into one of those dual number 10s alongside Weston McKinney. But that goal, you hear what it did to this crowd.
All right, Acosta to throw it in for the United States on the near side. Acosta to throw it in. Ball's kicked right up in the air outside the U.S. box. Ping pongs back and forth. Pulisic touches it. Mexico now. And we're on the right side here. Ball out of bounds. Throw in by Mexico. Throw in by Mexico here on the near side.
Wildly entertaining final. And a sense of the best is yet to come.
Jack says the European Premier League strikes again. Let's go USA, says Matthew Knowles. We hit 50. Up in here. Danny Simpson. Let's go, boys. SD predicted 3-2 Mexico.
What you called it, the set pieces were really knocking on the door. McKinney himself was denied by a fantastic save.
Come on, boys. We got to get it out of there.
Ochoa got a hand on that one as well.
Mexico with it on the far side, looking for a chance to center it. It comes closer to center, but the U.S. gets possession. Pulisic at midfield, got some speed, almost jukes his defender. Nice ball handling by Pulisic there. U.S. still with possession. It goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in by the U.S. at midfield on the near side here. 84-minute mark of this game. The throw-in almost intercepted by Mexico. The U.S. sends it to the far side, just in their zone. Come on, boys. Pressure. Center, shot! Right, way right there. A long shot taken. No real danger there. 21 was the one that took it for the U.S. The U.S. starting to substitute players now as well. Drew says, come on, let's go. All right, Mexico got something working on that left side. Player down. We might have another card issued here on a difficult tackle. Yellow card issued. Yellow card issued to number 15 of the United States.
Legit has almost spoiled us with his goal scoring. Just 2 goals in his first 15 international appearances for the U.S.
Mark McKenzie issued a red card for a tough tackle on Lozano.
Now on potentially to play a huge role for the Americans. Adding some much needed experience down this final stretch.
U.S. has to show the same level of commitment.
Tommy up in here. What's up, Tommy? 2-2 is the score. 85-minute mark. You got to think there's a lot of penalty time about to be added. A lot of injury time about to be added onto the end of this game, though. Mexico with a free kick from just outside the box, about 30 feet outside the box.
First set piece chance for Horvath to deal with.
All right, here we go. They kick it into the box, headed out by one of the U.S. defenders. And it'll be a throw-in for Mexico on that far side. All right, Mexico sends it all the way down into their own end to Ochoa. And they'll try to reset it. Jack's thinking they're going to add about 6 minutes.
The fourth top goal scorer for Juventus and actually set a record for American players.
There you go, Alex.
5 for Juventus, as many as
Mexico at midfield, content with sending it back and forth between their defenders. And a long pass into the box, headed out by the United States.
The U.S. have done a much better job than Chile in the second half, getting close to him, being physical.
Looks like Mexico's going to have a throw-in from the far side there. Throw-in from the far side, and they send it back to midfield.
just have to love McKinney's disposition on the pitch as well.
You don't get tired. He just doesn't get tired. And then when you throw in Tyler Adams into the mix in that midfield, you have two guys whose energy levels are incredible.
Alex agrees with Jack. They're probably going to add about 6 minutes to this game.
Attacking players in front of them that much more freedom to just go and express themselves.
So what do they do, Alex and Jack? What do they do if this thing's tied at the end of regulation? Does it go right to a shootout? Or do they play in overtime? This ball's sent in on the right side here. That 14 who just scored the goal for Mexico has some space. He goes down in the box. And it's going to be Mexico kick right here. Water King says, shout out to Valhalla for doing soccer streams, because I've never seen anyone do it. Right on, we're trying something new.
With his attempt, Linus clever using his low center of gravity.
So I got a bunch of different answers. Overtime, penalty kicks right away. Alex says for overtime. What did Jack say?
Adams, meanwhile, has missed the last 6 weeks from that.
QC says, I said 4-2.
The last stretch of the campaign for RB Leipzig.
Yeah, that was outside the box.
He scored his first international goal against Mexico back in September.
This new goalie for the United States doesn't inspire confidence. He kind of looks kind of dweeby. 65 up in here. A kick from outside the box by Herrera. The U.S. goalie trying to line him up. No lie, Water King Anonymous, no lie. Yeah, the last game was penalty kicks right away, but I have a feeling that they play some kind of an overtime. All right, this is where the players have to cover their gonads so they don't get kicked in the nuts with the ball. This doesn't look like an impossible angle to score from. A crosser into the box, headed out by the United States. Let's go, let's go, let's go! Everybody's screaming about a handball. Mexico still with it. A shot. Blocked to the side. Saved by the U.S. goaltender. It'll be a corner kick for Mexico. That was Lozano that took the shot. The Mexico players arguing that there was a handball at some point here. Lozano with the right foot, but the U.S. goaltender knocks it away with his right hand and wide of the goal.
And obviously the review would only be if the handball was inside the 18-yard box. Mexico appealed for it instantly. The referee waved it off in live time.
All right, they're setting up for this corner. Come on, U.S. All right, 16 for Mexico, going to take it from the near side. He'll be taking the corner kick. Ref admonishing the U.S. players, I saw you, as far as how they're setting up for this corner. All right, here comes the corner. Ends up going all the way through, and the U.S. kicks it out. All the way to midfield. The U.S. has a player aggressively chasing this ball, but Ochoa kicks it all the way back to the other end. Headed to the center, a guy wide open, shot, and knocked over the net. Save again! Saved again by the U.S. goaltender. They're saying he would have been offside, though. Drew, welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud. 90 minutes. They're showing 132 of stoppage time, or +7, whatever that means. Mexico open again in the box. The dude misses it, and the goaltender for the U.S. comes out. Yellow card issued to Mexico, and we got some pushing and shoving, some anger up in here, up in here. Anger by both teams. The U.S. goaltender came out, and I believe he got kicked in the chest, and the U.S. got mad. Theo Bubzer, welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud. 63 Berserkers up in here, as they try to calm down the United States players who want all that smoke. Herrera trying to calm down the U.S. player, and he's like, you and me, we can meet outside. Nothing horrible there, I didn't think, by Herrera. He's just playing the ball.
The players coming to the defense of their goalkeeper, doing it in a controlled manner, protecting them, showing what this means with this rivalry.
Alex says 7 more minutes added. Okay. A little drama. Now folks wanting to shake hands, and other folks wanting to push and shove.
See, now Joe all the way out of his goal, trying to calm things down a little bit now. This is important for the U.S.
They're tending to the U.S. goaltender.
Showing the right temperament, the right balance of getting in the mix a little bit, because you need some of that at times, but then it still has cold.
Nobody cares, Robert, right now. Nobody cares. Literally, nobody cares. Take it to the Discord.
There have been quite a few moments in this one, haven't there? This has been an instant classic.
Oh, yeah.
Right out of the locker room, Mexico taking the lead.
All right, Horvath rubbing his chest where he took a foot. When the plus shows, that's the minutes added. All right, so we should go all the way to 97 minutes, Alex? And what is that 3:55 running, the clock there? Jaden Carranza says, Vamos Mexico. Maddie says we got to add 3 minutes now. Epsy says, let's go, Chucky. They're still having discussions here. The ref is telling the players, let's just calm down, fellas. Love your neighbor. And the players are like, we're fine, man. We're fine, man. That's the 7 minutes counting down, Maddie? Okay, well, it's counting up.
Yeah, I like that. Don't back down. You show your opponent respect by not backing down from anything. The U.S. has got stuck in challenges with
72 up in here, up in here.
Haven't backed down. They've been right in the faces of this Mexican side, and I love it. They're confident. Their confidence has grown over the course of these 90-some-odd minutes, and they think, in their minds, they have a winner in them.
These are the games that give you chills. These are the late moments.
All right, here we go. Finally, we kick it out of our own end. Comes all the way down to the near side. All right, a foul called on 16 of the U.S. for running up the players back for Mexico. That clock that I'm talking about is still going up. And we've got another stoppage on the field. All right, so we've got an issue here. CONCACAF anti-discrimination protocol, step 1. So that means somebody in the stands is shouting some racist stuff, and they're going to pause this game. This happened in the Team Mexico match the other night, and there was a possibility of the game not being finished and being played behind closed doors. But listen to the explanation.
We're talking about this again, like I had mentioned the last match. First, they're going to warn the crowd
Unfortunately, we saw this happen in the semifinal against Costa Rica in stoppage time of that match as well.
You see the frustration of the Mexican players. Edson Alvarez booting the ball into the side board.
There's some kind of a chant in the crowd that is offensive, and they warn the players, or they warn the fans first, and then there's a chance they could go off for like 10 minutes, and then even another chance that they could not finish the game in front of fans. It would be played behind closed doors and completed.
You hate to see it marred. Something with absolutely no place in football.
But 69 Berserkers up in here. We've got a 2-2 score. This clock, I have no idea what's going on with it. I'm not going to lie. It shows 90 minutes, and there's a clock that's running up, showing 7:37 and counting up with a +7 next to it.
Further pause in the action. If it remains 2-2, after stoppage time, it will go to 30 minutes of extra time, and then if needed, a penalty shootout.
So 30 minutes of stoppage time followed by a penalty shootout, should this be tied at 2 when time runs out.
Reinvigorate yourself again. Find a moment to spark you.
All right, we're back at it. Mexico starts it off. No, they don't.
So game will resume via drop ball.
All right, here we go. We're resumed. That clock's still running up. 8:27. Out of bounds. Throw in by Mexico on the near side. All right, kicked into the box. 14 who already scored in this game. Get some room. Trying to shake some folks. Still in the near corner of the box. Headed down in the middle. U.S. gets it and kicks it up in the air and out to midfield. A Mexico player kicks it up even further, and it's going to go out of bounds. Throw in for the United States on the near side in the U.S. attacking zone. Whistles. All right, so that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is it for regulation.
This generation, the point to prove, has stood face to face with the more veteran El Tri, but they'll need extra time to decide it. After 90 minutes in stoppage time, it's US 2, Mexico 2. We'll step aside for a quick break.
All right, 2-2, and we are headed for extras. Free soccer, free soccer. 73 up in here as Thor's army continues to grow. Tommy says, here's Johnny. All right, I'm put on a little music here. And I'm going to use the restroom. I'll be right back.
What does it mean? It means we are going to extra time. Welcome along to Mile High Stadium. In after with Agucho Onyewu, Clint Dempsey, Charlie David. What are we grinning for?
Because I'm happy.
Wow. Oh, yeah?
They got back in the game. They go down, they come back. They go down, they come back. It's resilience, it's character. This is what we need to see from this team. Belief. They're playing new systems. They haven't been together that often, but now they're coming together when it matters the most. But this is the kind of final that everybody wanted to see. A competitive match against Mexico, United States, going back and forth, a lot of goals, a lot of mistakes, but a lot to move forward from. So I'm loving this excitement, hoping that the U.S. can pull it off. Are you happy with it now? I'm happy with the I'm happy with their commitment. The Debbie Downer comes around.
All right, I guess so. Some confusion here. Whether we've got someone trying to get into the TV thing, and he got thrown over a rail. This is like WWE. Darkness says this is the first time I've genuinely been excited while watching soccer. I love it, dude. I love it, even though I don't know what's going on half the time.
I can't handle myself, Clint. I like that you noticed that. I mean,
Sealish Robinson says with Horvath having to take over, hopefully we can end this in extra time, no doubt.
we needed them to show. And you saw
David predicting it's going to end on PKs.
that the players want to get involved.
Jack said, I asked my wife who she wants to win. Her answer, whoever scores fastest. I'm sleepy.
You're going to play physical when you need to. The boys that have come on and showed a lot of hunger. I thought Timothy Wade came in.
You can't hear me, Alex?
Gio got subbed because he has a goal in
All right, so 15 minutes each. What does that mean? I thought it was a... I thought they said 30-minute overtime. That's what I thought I heard them say.
A better job of not only closing down that midfield, but creating chances on set pieces. He's been dangerous.
This is the character that everyone says was lacking in this younger generation. They're showing right now that they have the heart and the passion to move forward and try and get.
Kevin says Mexico plays best under pressure.
The combination play.
Dos Muchos hype for Mexico. Alex can hear me good.
When Christian Pulisic can come and
They break after 15 and switch sides. Okay, I got you.
the whole field's open, and then he can pick and choose.
I think on the other side of the ball, we need to worry about being isolated on defense.
Nick Wynn says the fact you call the goalkeeper a goaltender is hilarious. Hey, man, hockey in the blood. But anyway, we got a new goalkeeper. Are you happy, Nick Wynn? 2 15-minute rounds. Yeah, the U.S. goaltender was injured and taken out of the game, Tommy.
Coming in that midfield, doing a great job, then being asked to play left back.
That's why there was 7 minutes added to that to the game.
Showing his adaptability and his hunger to be in the lineup.
To the second half, I guess.
All right, let's take you right back so we don't miss this kick. Drake Cordero.
Nick says, cheers, mate. Cheers to you, Nick.
The third time a US
All right, here we go. We're about to get back to it, y'all.
Both of the previous ones wins for Mexico. in 2015.
Hey, I'm just trying to learn this just like you folks.
Before that 1999 game that Greg Berhalter
Dylan asks, is the U.S. going to qualify for World Cup? I guess that's to be determined.
The second thing you did was say we're running a lot.
All right, U.S. wins the ball.
First of all, throw that set away because I don't want to hear about that.
U.S. traveling left to right on your TV screen. Mexico right to left. Pulisic misses a header, and Mexico takes over in their own end.
They've shown a level of resilience. It's not easy to go down in a goal, to concede.
Come on, U.S.
The life that they've shown, the energy levels, the guys that have come off the bench have sparked this team as well. And collectively, they've worked hard together.
All right, Ochoa kicks it all the way out. Mexico got something working at midfield here. To the left here, a nice diving kick by a U.S. defender. He looks like he might be hurt, though. And it's going to be a throw-in for Mexico on the near side. McKinney sold out to try to block that pass going to the left winger. And it was blocked out of bounds, but he did get injured on the play. He's on his knees.
McKinney was also down here on the near side and holding on to what appears to be his right knee.
Dos Muchos says this is better than watching TV.
A team that we talked about having so much experience.
75, that's our high for today. Welcome. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. Give the video a like. Turn on those bell notifications so you know when Valhalla Sports Talk goes online. I'll put this deal up so if you subscribe to the channel, your name will pop up. Or if you give me $1 million, your name and the money that you gave me will pop up. So let's make some noise up in here. 91 minutes and 37 seconds showing here. They got a stretcher out on the field, and now they decided, no, we don't need this stretcher. Nick Wynn is a new subscriber. Welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud, mate.
McKinney having a chat here with Greg Berhalter, still visibly limping.
The QC says, hit that like. Jack says, soccer has become my favorite sport. Tino says, I love your commentating, bro. I'm trying, my man. I'm trying.
Problem for the U.S., of course, is you're allowed one extra sub in extra time, and there might be 2 players with issues right now.
All right, so we got 2 U.S. players walking around like they got kicked in the yads.
You hear the cheers, the roars from both sides.
22 just hyperextended something, I think. Danielle Williamson, welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud.
The exhilaration that just goes around this crowd.
Jack says, Jeff, you need to announce in Spanish.
I'm so glad there's fans in attendance to witness this.
Jack, I'm having a hard time doing it in English. How do you think I would do in Spanish?
Not as enjoyable a match, but one that maybe does help to build the group when you get that sort of
69 up in here.
game winner, overcome adversity in a difficult match. You put it to good use today is another.
Come on, man. What if the U.S. won this game? Would that be a huge upset or what?
Of U.S. internationals. Yedlin asking to check back in. McKinney staying out there.
All right, McKinney stays out. Mexico throws the ball in. U.S. gets it. Now Mexico gets it. All on the near side here. About, I don't know, 30 yards outside the box.
Good step forward by McKenzie. Cleaned up by
Man, people falling over all over the place. And I think we got a yellow card coming here. Oh, he realizes this dude already has a yellow. And the ref says, don't do it anymore, or I'm going to give you the red. And I mean it this time. I mean it this time. If you do it again.
It's a pretty reckless challenge. The way he lunges, leaves the
He goes in with a low tackle there and knocks old dude off of his feet.
In any other scenario, that's a yellow card.
No doubt the ref noticed who this guy was, that he had given a yellow earlier and decided not to red him up. Pulisic is like, what the hell, dog? Why are we not redding this dude? Jorge Gomez, what's up, buddy? Tommy says, welcome everyone. Bienvenue, mes amis.
beauty of the game, the drama of going down a goal and recovering, but also a lot of physicality as you'd always expect in this rivalry.
It's a nasty challenge. The more you see it,
And it's Wea who gets to the ball first.
Nobody's complaining, SD Game, and he kicked the shit out of him.
I agree with you. He may be very fortunate to have escaped that second yellow card.
he left the ground. He left his feet early and committed to that challenge. Wade was just too quick.
All right, clock running, 94-57. 2-2 is our score. And the U.S. is going to kick this thing to get it started again.
So back underway. Here's Tyler Adams.
All right, back and forth they go inside their own end. McKinney gets it at midfield. It goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in by the U.S. on the near side.
5 minutes gone in the first 15 of extra time.
Yeah, I think so too, Jorge, but I know he saw who he was. He was about to light him up, but then he saw that he had yellow carded him earlier and decided against it. Mexico gets possession of it in their own end. You got to think Mexico knows that they would have an advantage in a shootout because of the new U.S. goaltender. It's sent back to Ochoa. All right, Mexico got something working on the right side there. Brought to the middle. Now to the near side.
Magnetized by Linez. Intercepted by Yedlin. Here's Chucky Lozano.
Lozano gets it. Tries to center it. Gets the ball right back. Mexico, nice job passing in close quarters here on this near side. Linez tries to center, and it's kicked all the way to downtown Denver by one of the U.S. defenders. It'll be a throw-in by Mexico. And they send it back to midfield.
Is not quite as crisp in this late stage of the match, especially between defenders.
I don't know about that, Matty. The Mexico semifinal game, it was the goaltender that won it for them on a save. Herrera on the near side, centering. Header, saved by the U.S. goaltender. Goalkeeper, excuse me. Goalkeeper. Jack says my pronunciation is spot on. Here comes the U.S. with a little something happening on the right side here. But Mexico sends it right back to midfield.
And it's really unfortunate that it did because...
Oh, down hard goes one of the Mexico players.
And he's also on a yellow. Picked up back in the 86th.
Romo goes down hard. Tackled by number 15 of the U.S., who they say is already on a yellow card. Mexico going to get the kick this one and start it back off again. Kevin says the next Mexico move will be on the opposite side. They bring it past midfield. Send it to the far side there. There's that fast number 14 for Mexico. Going past 2 U.S. defenders, and he gets tackled. And we got a whistle. They say Mexico. They get it in quick. 14 in the box, saved by the U.S. goaltender. Tino Cash, welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud. 98:32 is the time on the clock. 2-2 is the score. The ref, like he's been doing a lot, is holding his hands up. All right, so a free kick from the far side, just outside the box area, closer to the sideline. Free kick from that side. All right, so everybody getting lined up for this bad boy. And here we go. Kicked into the middle. They try for a shot. It goes up on top of the goal. And the U.S. will take over possession. Mr. Boatman up in here. What's up, buddy? 87 up in here. Can we hit 100? All right, Herrera goes off. And a new dude comes on. Number 3. Who's number 3? Carlos Salcedo. Cash vibes up in here. Welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud. All right, the game on. U.S. kicks it all the way out midfield. The U.S., however, takes possession. Kick to center. U.S. player holding off one of the Mexico players. Pulisic in the middle there. Blocked off. All right, U.S. maintains possession. Stolen by Mexico. They got some numbers. Sent to the right to 7. 7 looking for the cross. Shot blocked off of one of the U.S. players. Mexico gets back to the ball first, just outside the box, on this near side. Lozado, side of the box, dribbles in, right foot. Shoots, saved by the U.S. goaltender. Nice save, fella. Horvath with another save.
It's not easy to come into a match of this intensity. But Ethan Horvath has made it look pretty easy. He's come in and made a couple
I might, Jack. You never know. Yep, 101 minutes into this bad boy. 4 saves for each side. Ball's kicked by the U.S. Someone from Mexico stops it. And it's sent out. The QC. What's up, buddy? Valhalla Holla to the QC for that 99-cent, a.k.a. $1 holla. $1 Valhalla Holla.
For this young squad, their reaction there was so important, so easy to react and throw your hands up and just
Jeff Bennett in the house.
But instead the reaction was just quickly get back in transition and try to defend again. It's moments like that.
All right, here we go. Mexico with possession just outside the box in their defensive zone. Sent back to Ochoa. Ochoa sends it over here to the near side to a wide open player. And now they retreat back to their own end. Hey, QC, Valhalla Holla for that $1 Valhalla Holla super chat. Thank you so much, QC. Mexico moving fast on the far side. Pausing as they get to the box. A left-footed shot up high and over and out. U.S. to take possession.
But I talked about it off air in that semifinal Thursday when Linez came off.
David reports Merriweather versus Logan Paul ends in a draw. WTF. Not a shocker. You knew that was going to be a clown show.
might have just.
Bilbo says Mayweather looked pathetic in that one. Yep, Tony 2-2. And we are in extras. We are in overtime. We are in overtime here. The U.S. goaltender about to kick the living shit out of this ball. QC, did you do another one? Hey, Valhalla, holla at QC for that 99-cent super sticker. Puts up the poop emoji. Thank you so much. QC putting up them super stickers. $1 a pop. QC says, props for expanding and doing the stream. I like to try new shit, man. I like to try new stuff in this YouTube play-by-play game, even though I don't have a clue what's going on half the time in these soccer games. Here we go. Mexico bringing it up on the far side, just past their box. Comes back out to center, still not past midfield. Sent back to Ochoa on the Mexico end.
Against Mexico, and there's been so much to like about the response from Berhalter's men.
All right, Mexico has it on the near side, just outside the U.S. box. 22 crosses over, looking for somebody to pass it to. Gets it to an open player. And Mexico's in business again, like Circle K. That little fast dude centers it. Caught by Forbat, the U.S. goaltender, and he thought about rolling it out there for a minute, but then changed his mind and said, whoa, whoa, maybe we'll do something up.
They're forcing the play. It's starting wide, and Lozano, Lainez, they're both coming inside, and that's where the U.S. has their numbers. So it's going to take something really, really special.
Hey, what's up?
And those kind of moments to beat them. Because
come on, U.S., let's go. Let's win this son-bitch.
McKinney coming inside.
All right, comes all the way back into the Mexico end, and Ochoa foots it to one of his defenders.
Clever on their part to try to force them into the areas where
Bilbo says the most boring fight in the history of fights. All right, this ball sent long, and the U.S. goaltender, the first one to get there. This guy has not had an easy go of it after relieving the starter, but he has made no mistakes at this point. U.S. with it on the far side. They're trying to come out of their own end, and they do. Pulisic moving with it, taken down hard, and it's going to be U.S. ball.
Sebastian Lletget driving with the ball, advancing the ball forward, but even better tracking by Alvarez, showing a little bit of patience, not diving in too early, waiting for the right moment to put in the challenge.
Maddie says a draw hurts the probability of fights like this happening again. They're clown shows, dude. That was a clown show. Money grab. Come on, U.S. sends it into the box. Ochoa, however, is there and gets it. Here comes Mexico near side.
3 minutes added on to this 15-minute period.
3 minutes added on, they said. The clock's counting up. That 122 must mean we're halfway to the 3 minutes. Mexico bringing up on the right side there. Man, when that number 14 of Mexico gets possession of the ball, that dude's scary as hell. That dude is scary as hell. He runs like lightning. Mexico seems content with it at midfield. Pulisic over there challenging. And they send it even further back into their own end.
Approach here from Mexico.
Mexico back and forth in their own end. Now a long pass on the right side. Tries to get Lainez, that fast little 14 guy, and he almost got it. But U.S. comes away with it. Free kick for the United States going the other way. Hey, Jacob Ropka, welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud. Back and forth the ball goes. Player down here. They say Mexico ball just outside the circle at midfield.
They've done a better job of trying to be compact,
97 Berserkers up in here, up in here. as Thor's Army continues to grow.
There's still been a couple openings and chances that Mexico has had, but by and large, they've been relatively solid.
Maddie says the game should already be over. Amazing the U.S. is still playing. Jacob says, love your commentary. Happy to be here. Appreciate you, man. All right, here we go. Mexico with a free kick from about, 50 yards out of the box. U.S. steals it. Let's go, boys.
From his backside, Valhalla cleans it up. Here's the whistle. 15 minutes in the rear view. 15 minutes still to play to the side.
All right, so 15 minutes in, and apparently the teams will switch sides. Sudden death overtime continues in this CONCACAF final.
All right, thank you very much, Jen. So the clock is ticking down. It's still 2-2. Means we've got 15 minutes of extra time left. This feels...
All right, players taking a little break here. Going to get their juice box and their graham crackers, and we'll get back to it, y'all. We will get back to it. Let me put on a little musica for those of our foreign friends. And I'll be right back. I'm going to use the restroom.
See the game out.
I like that. All right, listen, massive 15 minutes ahead. Let's take you back out to Drake Cordero.
All right, y'all, I'm back.
Thanks again, Kate.
Apparently I was wrong. Apparently it's not sudden death. Is that correct?
Extra time kicks off is about a young U.S. national team trying to find cohesion, trying to find coherence against a veteran Mexican side and their Tata Martino that know how they want to play. Well, there's been nothing to separate them for the course of 90 minutes plus 15 and 15 left to find a hero and a game.
All right, here we go. Mexico traveling left to right on your TV screen now. 14 for Mexico sends it to a player closer in the box. A header by the U.S. sends it to the far side. And the ball's going to go out of bounds. It should be a throw-in for Mexico.
The guys, they alluded to it a little bit in the studio. Yes, you're going to be physically tired.
Ball lifted into the box. Romo leaves it for Linez.
All right, Linez here on the near side. Falls down. The U.S. player attacks immediately. It ping-pongs back and forth. And Mexico maintains possession still in that same area. A center to the corner of the box. And they bail back out towards midfield.
You're worried about making mistakes because the game is so tense. You're in these dying moments.
Out of bounds there, and that'll be U.S. ball going the other way. 90 Berserkers up in here, up in here. 1:06 is the time on the clock. Counting up, 2-2 is our score. The CONCACAF League Championship Final.
Playing for one another. Guys like Tyler Adams with the fresh legs, Sebastian Lletget, covering, dropping deep, supporting one another, making every challenge a 2v1 as opposed to
a long kick by the U.S. goalie is chested forward by Mexico. Chucky ends up getting there and he gets stolen off his foot by one of the U.S. defenders. Kicked high up in the air. Closer to center here, just past midfield. Oh, a hard tackle here. He said it was a fair tackle. And 14 has it on the right side for Mexico. Linez to 7 on the near side here. Stolen by the U.S. And they try to break out. Pulisic gets challenged from behind and then sends it back to one of his defensemen. Long kick to the far center. Got by the U.S. And they got something working on the right side here. Let's go, boys. Center to Pulisic. Tries to move in center. Hit hard. Down in the box. No call. Pulisic down. Mexico with the ball. Kicks it out to midfield and out of bounds. Apparently they're going to look at this on replay.
More importantly, this one here. I think he got it right. So Sato does just enough. Gets a poke on the ball there. There's contact, but he does well to win the ball.
What do you think, y'all?
I think he got that one right. And especially in such a tense moment. There's pressure on the players, but there's also pressure on that man there in yellow. But he's going to go take a look.
All right, he's going to look at it on VR. I think they call it.
I tend to agree with you. Salcedo has every right to play for that ball. It does seem to be what he's doing, but this will be an opportunity for
Alvarez screaming at the referee as he heads off. And now the U.S. players come in to block off the Mexico player from talking to the ref.
Caught offside via VAR.
Trey, at first glance, in real time, it looked like a foul. That replay we saw, the angle we saw, we're going to get a better look at it here.
All right, so who monitors this replay?
And this is what he's having a look at. This is the angle he's seeing.
Pulisic enters the box, and the guy literally sticks his left leg out and takes him out. I don't know much about soccer, but that doesn't look like something that should be allowed to happen.
But is his left foot there that clips Christian?
He takes him out with his leg before he touches the ball.
More importantly, you see the challenge there, that left leg.
What do you think, chat?
He's got a big decision.
He touched his leg first with his left leg and then touched the ball with his right after that.
Martino or Berhalter, both were right alongside each other.
Kind of like a hip check in hockey.
Martino, who's been sent off.
What do you think, chat? Brian says clean. Penalty kick for the USA, baby! Let's go! So apparently this is not over if he should score it, right? Should he score this, play will continue, right?
He denied Alan Cruz in a decisive penalty, and now facing a decisive penalty.
So the referee writing that dude's name down on a piece of paper, he's in big trouble, y'all. He's in big trouble. Bilbo says, yes, it will continue should he make the kick here. Until the 120-minute mark. Okay, gotcha. Let's go, says Theo Bubser. 81 Berserkers up in here as Thor's army continues to grow. No red cards, Tommy. A couple yellows. Now this guy's going back again.
I can imagine this is the last thing that Pulisic wants, is all kinds of time to think about it before taking the penalty.
What's this referee headed back over here? Chris Majuzak. Welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud.
It's in the USA's favor.
The referee comes over to talk to the CONCACAF official, and the Mexico manager is grabbing the referee as well.
Against Honduras on Thursday, and he's called the attention of tonight's head official, John Peete. So here's a look at that red card. That was
This stuff is so drama-filled. It's hilarious, man. The guy is in the replay booth, and the coach for Mexico is over there with him. The coach for Mexico got issued a red card. Did he get issued a red card, or am I seeing things?
This was the only thing missing.
I could have swore I just saw him issue a red card to that manager for Mexico.
We see the Mexican players still surrounding the referee. They're not happy about what's going on, but off camera.
And a yellow card was issued to 22. That's Lozano.
Kicking around that penalty spot, trying to make it a little bit more complicated for Christian Pulisic here. He doesn't seem fazed by it. There's another added twist to what's been a crazy game here, a crazy environment.
What the hell is going on? Lozano is off. Let's go. We got this, says Theo. All right, so Ochoa, who made a huge save in the Mexico semifinal game, tasked to try to do it again here. In the overtime period, USA versus Mexico, CONCACAF Nations League final, only on Valhalla Sports Talk, y'all.
Just a few nights ago.
Yeah, Lozano got a yellow. All right, here we go. This isn't a short kick here. This is not a gimme. Pulisic via Ochoa, though. Shot! Score! Let's go! Pulisic buries it in the top shelf, ladies and gentlemen, and the U.S. takes a 3-2 lead in this CONCACAF Nations League final, only on Valhalla Sports Talk. It happened earlier in the year, ladies and gentlemen, in the U.S. Nationals Hockey Tournament, USA versus Canada. An underappreciated U.S. hockey team stunned the Canadians to win gold. And it's about to happen here. U.S. about to defeat Mexico. If they can hold on for 10 more minutes in this CONCACAF final.
What a confidence strike there by Christian Pulisic to put his team up there in the second half of extra time.
102 up in here. Hit that subscribe button. Give the video a thumbs up if you like soccer content here on the channel. And ring that bell if you want to know when Valhalla Sports Talk goes online. Pulisic with a goal at 1:14 of extras. Tommy, Mexico was favored in this game, and they beat the U.S. in this final 6 of 7 times.
Still down over in that corner. Human ball protecting him from projectiles being thrown from that corner.
Crowd getting angry in Denver.
As Gio Reyna goes down, being checked by the medical staff there by the U.S.
To be injured during the celebration. It's the latest goal for the U.S. against Mexico.
Bilbo says they're probably going to add another 3 or 4 minutes on top of the 120. So the clock now shows 1:15:32. Jordan Sona says, let's freaking go. Jacob says U.S. is being way better in recent years. Jack says the player on the sideline got hit by a water bottle or something.
Mexico will go to the bench as Oberlin Pineda is preparing to check in.
Pineda coming in, number 10. Best number in sports for the Mexico team.
So here's a look at the bottles coming down from the stands.
Just getting rained on Gio Reyna there.
So as the U.S. celebrated in the corner, bottles were raining down on the field, being thrown at the player, and one of them got injured after he got hit about in the temple by one of them.
So Edson Alvarez makes way as Oberlin Pineda checks in for Mexico. And time is not on their side for Anthony.
All right, here we go. Mexico on this near side.
He's bursting with confidence now, Pulisic.
Luke Charlwood, welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud. Sent into the box, headed out by the U.S. But Mexico maintains possession. 3-2 is our score. 1:16 is the time on the clock. Running up. USA, the chant from the crowd in Denver, Colorado.
Heavy legs. Late in extra time. The first final for this generation. In many cases, the first competitive matches.
All right, an attempt to enter the box by Mexico, headed out by the U.S.
This will be a throw for the U.S. and a chance to take a little air out of the ball.
All right, throw in for the U.S. in their own end, deep.
3 minutes remaining plus stoppage time.
All right, so 3 minutes remain plus stoppage time, they said.
This stage here, Trey, is just as important as that goal.
Kevin Rodriguez says, let's go Mexico. Viva Honduras says, no Silva.
How they're able to show a little bit of gamesmanship as well.
Ooh, a hard tackle there by the U.S. player. Whistle, and it'll be Mexico ball.
And we'll just look at who the goal scorers are in this match. Gio Reyna, Weston McKinney, Christian Pulisic.
Keep it clean in the chat, folks. Keep it clean. Have fun or leave. Have fun. If you're not having fun, just leave the stream. All right, kick from Mexico on the far side there into the box. Headed back, but it's taken over by 14 of Mexico, who kicks it. It goes out of bounds. Mexico brings it in. A header in front. In the box! Side of the net. Mexico begging for a handball on number 6 of the U.S.
Mexico won a penalty.
That would get them a penalty kick.
He seems pretty confident, the referee, that there's nothing in that. Had a good view of it. But he's holding the play, making sure that it look is
Stoppage on the field.
This is the first ever final in CONCACAF.
What do you think, chat? What do you think? 110 up in here. Duke Charwood says, cheers. Cheers to you, sir.
Here's the header. It does look like it hits the hand of Mark McKenzie, but this is one of those situations where is his hand making him the bigger? He's going to go take a look. Is he making himself bigger where his hand is positioned?
All right, he's looking at it on VR here, but I didn't see it hit it. What do you guys think?
I'm curious to take a look at this because
Man, so much stoppage. This game will be over next Sunday. Brian says that was a handball. I never saw it hit him. Or maybe I'm looking at the wrong player.
It looks like it would be a harsh decision to give, but let's wait and see what John Petey sees for himself in that pitch side monitor for the third time tonight.
So it's not the player in the box, it's the player just outside the box, number 15?
Is he making himself bigger? Is that a natural position? To me, in that scenario, I don't know where else you wanted to put his hand. It's down by his side, slightly raised, but in terms of how he's defending there,
Bilbo says hand was in a natural position.
here for the referee. He's had his hands full today.
Of course, it would have to be a clear and obvious error in order to overturn.
So the call on the field is no handball. They're saying it would have to be clear and obvious to overturn it.
Petey will be trying to answer.
The time on the clock shows 1:20. The clock running next to it shows 43 seconds. Jack thinks that Gerardo's going to take a penalty kick.
The goal disallowed and the penalty given.
See, he's in deep conversation.
Anyone that knows me knows I can't stand replay because it takes a call that was in the first place. You know, it's in the first place, it's a judgment call, and then it makes replay make it a judgment call. So I think it's kind of lame.
Taking a look at every single possible angle here.
Has your mind changed at all?
I just don't know where else he wanted to put his hand. I don't think he's doing anything to move towards the ball.
Here we go. VR. Penalty kick. Penalty kick past the 120 minute. Wow, y'all.
To level the score, and it's the substitute goalkeeper, Ethan Horvath, who stepped in to try and keep the U.S. in front.
127 up in here. Mexico about to try to tie this bad boy up in extra time.
That he's faced in league and European play with Bruges.
Rhino didn't agree with the call.
And this may be the biggest one of his career.
Luke says, what a thriller. QC says, do not put spoilers in the chat. Exactly. Do not spoil it in the chat, y'all. Let me make the call before you put anything in the chat.
The Mexico captain.
Miggy says the Mexicans are going crazy in the stands. I imagine they got a chance to tie up a final when time was almost running out. Beatriz Jim Ram says Mexico. Jack says best sport ever. So the distance on this kick is a little bit closer. Now I would say it's about the same as Pulisic's kick. About the same.
So for Mexico, a penalty to send it to penalties.
All right, some pushing and shoving now.
Pulisic over to have a word with Horvath.
All of them are from the same spot, Matty? Rocha checks in. What's up, Rocha? J Pack, welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud. All right, so here we go. Here we go. The kick. Gordano. Save! Let's go! Woo! Headed out by the U.S. Denied. Get it. Woo! 4:09 on the clock. Not today! Not today! A shot with the left foot going for that left corner down low, and the goalie who replaced an injured starting goalie saves it and likely secures the CONCACAF Nations League title for the United States.
And tonight, Ethan Horvath is a hero to U.S. soccer.
Don't nobody rewind this. Don't nobody rewind this and say what I thought about Horvath when I just saw him. Don't make determinations based on somebody's looks. Hector Blanco, welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud. This game's still going on. Ochoa with it for Mexico. Sends it to midfield. Headed back the other way by the U.S. Pulisic now. We got something working again. Into the box. A shot blocked by the Mexico defense. Out of bounds. Throw in by the U.S. on the far side.
Another look at this. He waits to the last moment and just anticipates. Strong right hand. You see the frustration from the Mexican bench. And straight away, Guardado dropped to his knees in disbelief and frustration.
All right, clock running, 5:44, moving up. It said plus 5 minutes. Ball back and forth in the Mexico end, comes out to midfield and out of bounds. USA, USA, says Johnny G. Matty says the goalie guessed right. David says Pulisic is a Champions League winner. What do they expect?
The man of the match clearly would be Ethan Horvath. Not just that.
Jorge Talavera says no, the U.S. played amazing. All right, ball thrown in by the U.S. Mexico knocks it the other direction. High in the air. Pulisic heads it. Mexico with it now. And they're going to get the ball. Fans on the field. He wipes out and is captured by security.
Into this match. What a moment. What a match for Ethan
6:51 on this clock now running. Still says +5 to the right. USA 3, Mexico 2. Something a little different for you here on Valhalla Sports Talk tonight. Team USA. Team USA, one of the groups that we will always follow here on the channel. Basketball, hockey, soccer, all of it.
Maybe a couple of shots there, but that's not really simulating what it's like to be in a
Rocha says, end this shit.
And to have that kind of response, to have that kind of mentality, to make the saves that he's made in the big moments. What an inspiring and impressive.
All right, referee looks like he's handing the ball over to Ochoa, who kicks it to his defender on the left. The ball, long pass into the U.S. end. Headed out by Brook. Ball ends up back on the goalie, who catches it and lays down in his goalie box. 4 likes away from something. Hit the like button, y'all.
And again, the 5 was a minimum.
Ball battled for at midfield. Goes out. U.S. will throw it in from the far side on their side of the field. Long throw in on that right side. Pulisic, first one there. Runs into a defender. Goes down. Free kick for the U.S. on that side. And we got more drama. More drama on the field. Pushing and shoving as one of the Mexico players tried to help Pulisic up. Water bottles raining down from the stands at Mile High Stadium.
Frustration from Mexico.
Ooh, another one down. Hits one of the Mexico players in the head. Losado in there for Mexico. Both players in danger with the way they're throwing these bottles from up in the higher levels.
Drawing the foul, then it's Cordova trying to grab it, trying to usher him to get up quickly.
The U.S. have trailed twice in this match. Twice battled back to level terms.
Maddie says they should just blow the whistle at this point. Clock running on the screen, 9:41 with plus 5 minutes of additional time added.
The best was saved for Ethan Horvath.
Jack says they're throwing Bronco cups on the field. Yeah, it's a big rivalry, Luke.
It's a yellow card shown here to
Guardo gets a yellow card, number 18, who tried to help Pulisic up there. Owen Hubbard, welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud. All right, U.S. starts it off. Pulisic with it in the corner. It's going to go out. Pulisic says, that's our ball. Give it back. And now Lozano pushes him a little bit. Pulisic to throw it in for the U.S. in the Mexico end. Actually, it wasn't Pulisic. Right back out again, another throw in for the U.S. from that same side. The ref comes in, says, whoa, calm down, fellas.
I'll take Weston McKinney on my team any day.
McKinney keeps calling people outside the stadium. Says we can meet up after. Have a good night, bud. All right, throw in by the U.S. here. That's it! Let's go! U.S. wins it! U.S. wins the CONCACAF Nations League final. 3-2 in extra time. Woo! Before this match, the U.S. was 1-for-7 against Team Mexico in this final. But today, they get the dub, 3-2. GG's in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Isaiah Diaz, welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud. Listen, we got more soccer coming on the channel, y'all. The U.S. women's national team plays later in the week, I believe, and we'll probably do that game. GG's in the chat, though. Had fun with you folks. Thank you for helping me through it. Thank you for helping me through it all.
Mark McKenzie, he grew in the game. He had a couple moments, shaky moments, but in the end, a solid performance.
But man, Horvath, the man of the hour. Pulisic buries the game winner on a penalty kick. And then Horvath, when Mexico had a chance to answer, with just minutes left in this game, Horvath, who substituted for the starting goalie for the U.S., makes the save to hold on to the 3-2 lead. Jaime Ramos, welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud.
The U.S. have come back to beat Mexico. The previous time was also worth a trophy. That was the 07.
Water King says, have an awesome night, Valhalla. You too, buddy. Bill says, World Cup's next summer. Oh, I watch the World Cup, y'all. I do watch it. David Rogers says, I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. USA, USA, USA. All right, Jack. We'll see you, buddy. Jacob says, awesome to hang with you, Valhalla. Awesome stream. Keep it up. You too, buddy. Appreciate everybody that joined us tonight, y'all. Something a little different. I wasn't sure if we'd get any viewers, but it picked up as we went along there. Big, huge win for the U.S., though.
In Horvath, we trust. Honestly, he has done the unthinkable. He has gained the trust of...
They're hyping up Horvath on the telecast here. Man, when Horvath was getting ready to come into this game, and they said he was 21, I was like, this is one dorky-looking mofo, and I am worried. And he absolutely proved me wrong. He said, Valhalla, stick it in your hat. Diego says the ref really helped the U.S. team. I don't know about that.
We needed hope. We needed belief. These players are doing it. And
U.S. won on a penalty kick by Pulisic. Viking Jerome says, good job, Jeff. Appreciate you. Julian can't wait for the World Cup next year. GG says Miggy Fatty. Matthew Knoll says, way to go, American Outlaws. They were loud tonight. They were loud. Tommy says, I joined late, but I like the energy. Right on, Tommy. You know I appreciate you, buddy.
Going into the final 15 minutes of that extra time, you kind of compared it to the 12th round of a boxing match, right? You said it was about who's going to show more heart.
2-knee gives me an F. Mexico going over to celebrate with the American Outlaws. Excuse me, the U.S. is.
Extra time, not having his best game, but still on the set piece, being able to have the corner that.
But it was a great game, though. No matter who you were cheering for, it was an entertaining and awesome game.
All the weight of the world was on his shoulders and showing why he's the main man.
You know what I loved about this performance?
Key players in the game, Reyna,
They're accountable and they covered for each other.
for the U.S., 1 goal, 1 assist.
Once they fell behind the first time.
How do you not put our guy up there?
They said we're not giving up. This is not over.
Weston McKinney, 1 goal, 2 shootout goals, 2 shots on goal. Corona had a goal. Linez had a goal. And we all know Pulisic got a goal as well.
He's the reason why we got 2 goals. The one off the one off the post.
One of the prop bets was will both teams score. That paid out. The scoring was 1 goal each for USA and Mexico in the first half. Then 1 goal each for the U.S. and Mexico in the second half. And then the U.S. gets 1 goal in extras to make it 3-2.
Talented team coming of age. We'll be back in a minute.
Alrighty, so that's going to do it for that telecast. But very, very entertaining, something different. Something different. Dennis Cordova, thank you for streaming. No problem, buddy. Viking Jerome said very entertaining. SD says stupid ref. But it was fun, y'all. Listen, it's time for me to hit the old rack, y'all. Time for me to hit the rack. It was entertaining. I had a good time. Diego Torres says Rodriguez really hurt Mexico with that 2-2. Yeah, it was really when they scored that second goal and they got called back. Tooney says that was a great match. I go for Mexico, but rest in peace. Hey, no problem, Bilbo. Yeah, I'll probably do Dodgers on Tuesday, Bilbo. Yeah, Dodgers on Tuesday, probably on the horizon here. Watch the community page. Watch the community page. But listen, folks, have a great week, y'all. Have a great... There's the quote of the day. Gaddafi says, let's find some fat chicks and party. Anyway, be nice to your neighbor. Have a great week, everybody. And with that, Valhalla Sports Talk is off the air. I got you, QC. Yeah, the game's over, Louis the Gamer. We are headed out the door. It's closing time. It's closing time, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you got to get the hell out of here. All right, Tommy, we'll see you, buddy. Good night, everybody.